The Dad and Drew Show. Two idiots on tangents. Live Wednesdays at 8 p.m. YouTube.com.
I gotta change that.
Yeah, right.
We are not live on Dad Got This.
No.
We are now live on our own channel, people.
We made it. We did it.
We are here.
Yes, we are. Welcome in, everybody. Coming
How
in.
is everybody doing this evening? I don't see anybody here yet, but we'll give people a little bit of time.
Yes, we will.
All right.
Yes,
How have you
will.
been, my friend? How have you been?
Good, man. Good. Yeah, it was awesome hanging out with you on a wonderful Friday night.
I know. That was pretty awesome.
That was, I realized, dude, I hadn't seen you in a half a year.
Dude, that's crazy. Like actual C?
Yeah. Like I'm not like exaggerating. That was legitimately,
Wow,
I
man.
hadn't seen you in a half a year because I didn't see you since March.
Wow. Holy
Yeah.
cow.
Yeah, I did the math after we were driving home. I was like, I haven't seen Jamie for like 6 months.
Oh, my Lord.
A half a year. I couldn't believe it, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you guys are noticing anything, you might be noticing our sweet jackets.
Yes, they are sweet.
We are official Rebel pilots.
Yes, we are.
Red Idiot 1 and Red Idiot 2.
Yeah. That's awesome. We need to, dude, we got to get it on this side.
Yeah, we got to get it like stitched
Yeah.
over here. I'm looking at it's backwards.
No, I know. I did too. I went like that thinking it was.
Oh, my gosh. Dude, okay. How about you seeing this at Disney Springs yesterday
Yes, I did.
at full price?
Dude, I saw it. It was Veronica goes, look, it's the jackets. And I walked over and I'm like, no way, man. That always
full price.
it blows my mind that how they still have an item full price and have them at the, you know what I mean?
And it's like, so like they're there, but then they've already put them there. Like, I don't understand how that happens.
Yeah, like, is there something wrong with the? Is
What's
there like
up,
a weird,
Disney stranger? Okay, apparently there are some StreamYard chat issues. Oh, there they go. It just showed up.
Oh, see,
There
hey,
we
Michael
go.
Riley.
Star nerds. We are some
Yeah.
star nerds,
Yeah.
dude.
Yep.
Okay, it was a little bit chilly this morning.
Yes, it was.
I almost walked out my front door to go get the mail. Don't need to get the mail.
Yeah.
Just so that I could wear this.
Yeah. I know. I for a split second thought about it when I was going to work. I was like, maybe I could wear this to work. And then I'm like, I don't want something to happen.
It would get ruined at work.
It would get ruined at work. So I was like, no. I'm
Hey,
not gonna
Michael
do that.
Riley. Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah. Welcome to our show.
We are still awaiting our special guest. We have actually two special guests tonight.
Juicy.
Yep. So we've got, hopefully if he comes by, he just finished off his show. I was just in there watching. So we've got Peter McDevitt from the Disney Chaos Club, who is supposed to be starting by. There's our buddy Andy is waiting in the wings.
Yes, he is. Waiting.
We
Waiting
will be
patiently.
trying some very hot sauces with this gentleman.
Mhm.
We might as well go ahead and show him here. This is what we are not looking forward to tonight.
Well, we are, but we're not.
This is the last dab.
Yes, it is.
This sucker is supposed to be hot.
Mm-hmm. An 11 out of a 10, 10
An
being
11
hottest.
out of a 10, 10 being hottest. But I found hotter things, I think, today when going down a little bit of a YouTube hole. When comparing the Scoville to this, to the Scoville to these things I found. And we'll discuss those a little bit later in the segment. Check on my buddy here, see if he's doing... ready when you are. But for those of you who are new here or aren't new here, this is the Dad and Drew Show.
Yes, it is.
This is our first show on our own channel that we have started here. And don't worry, there is going to be more exclusive Dad and Drew content going in this channel.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just going to be the live streams. We're going to get together and do some stuff and we have a lot of ideas, and I'm already getting hot in my house. So
Yep.
I think I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have
And
to
we're
bail on the jacket because
Well, we just landed. We
just
landed.
landed. So we're docking.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in honor of it, I do still have something Star Wars on because I almost always have something Star Wars.
I went Pinocchio just because it was a comfortable shirt.
Yes. I have only 8 shirts, I think, that I own to my name. So if you watch this stream, you'll see a solid rotation of said 8 shirts. It's pretty much all I have.
Yeah.
No, trust me. I don't think you want to see that.
No. At least
dude.
not this week. At least
not this week. No.
No.
We have a ton of Disney news to get into, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump into some of it here. All right. It has been kind of not the greatest week for Disney stuff.
No.
We have got, unfortunately, a lot of layoffs. They laid off everybody.
It feels like it.
27,000 people.
That's a lot.
Just got laid off from the parks, and it was at the point where I was starting to think, oh man, the parks they're coming back a little. This is getting better.
Yeah, phase 3. Phase 3.
Maybe we're doing okay, and then all of a sudden, well, we are kind of back, but we're laying everybody off. So, not the greatest of news that we've had. Let's see. I'm trying to get this all set up. Zoom in, zoom out.
No, that's just an insane amount of people to be laying off.
That is.
That's just
a lot of people.
Way too many.
So just a little bit of Disney pictures to look at while we got this going on. So they laid off 27,000 people, and they laid off some big names.
I saw that.
Some favorites.
Mm-hmm.
They laid off the entire orchestra from I think it's the Grand
Floridian. Yeah, the Grand
Floridian. They laid off Yeehaw Bob, which is from the Port Orleans. He's like the crazy piano player there. And
he was awesome. Have you ever seen him?
I have not. I never got to catch his show.
Dude, he was a wacky, awesome dude. I mean, yeah, that one. The orchestra. I didn't always spend time at the Grand Floridian. You know what I mean? So I like the orchestra. Don't get me wrong, but we always went to Riverside and stuff, Port Orleans. And I've seen that guy a few times, and that kind of hit me a little bit. I was just like, "Wow, man!" Just see ya.
Hi, Kachita Magic in the house.
Yep, she was sad about Bob.
Yeah, unfortunately, Bob. And then the one that really kind of got me was they laid off all of the Polynesian show. So the entire Polynesian crew of dancers and performers and everything, all of them gone. So that show's probably not coming back, or at least probably not in that iteration.
Wow.
And I kind of loved that. Hey, Walrus
Carp. What's up, man?
Dude, I love that name. That is awesome.
I love the logo.
I love the logo too.
It's fantastic.
That is amazing. Dude, so that one kind of hurt me because I have a vlog on my channel where we went there to that during the Christmas time, and we watched that show, and we tried, because everybody had given me all these things about how the food was terrible and it was overpriced and everything, and so we're gonna try this for ourselves.
Yeah, you got to find out for yourself.
And dude, it was amazing. The food was great. The show was great. Everything was great. It hurts to see that go because now my question is, I wonder if they're redoing that whole show to put it into a Moana theme.
Oh, could be.
But they would still need Polynesian dancers and stuff if it's going to be that, or if they're just going to totally get rid of the the show altogether. I hope they keep something because I really enjoyed that quite a bit.
I almost wonder, like, this was just my thought, and I don't know. I almost thought like they're laying, like kind of getting rid of people like that, maybe to bring in new people that they can charge less, like, you know what I mean? Pay them less. Like really, man.
The old teacher move.
I kind of feel
you
like
fire the teachers who have the seniority and make the big bucks, and then you hire first-year teachers who are willing to work for pennies.
And honestly, I think that might
it
be
could be that,
partially
or
what
they
they're doing.
could be looking at like it's going to be a long period of time before they can get a new show up and running.
Sure.
And due to that, maybe they're like, we're just going to cut it, and then we'll bring something back later when it's time to be able to do that.
Right.
Maybe.
Well, and it's one of those things too where I was talking to, I forget who I was talking to today, but we were talking about like it's phase 3 now and how things are, you know what I mean? How it's supposed to like open up. Well, the problem is I don't think Disney is seeing the numbers that they need. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we are in phase 3, like up in Maine, I know the governor made it like another month of like.
Yeah, it's crazy. So people aren't willing to travel down. All right, folks, our first special guest is here. I would like to welcome Pete McDevitt. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that completely wrong, but we'll see.
Pete McDevitt.
The Disney Chaos Club.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey.
Good. How are you doing, buddy? I was just in your show. How's it going?
It would have been better if YouTube was working better. I was struggling on my.
I saw you were not having the greatest of times there.
Yeah, we had a bad connection, I think. So hopefully your chat's not doing that.
So far we're up and running on the chat. So far things are going well. Mm-hmm. So for those of you who are not aware of Pete is a Disney YouTuber, Disney social enhancer, I guess.
He's a hype man.
He's a hype man. He's an awesome Disney hype man. That is a great way to put it. Yeah. And Pete has a channel, and on his channel, right before this show, he does another show where he features a lot of Disney innovators and YouTubers and creators. And we ended up meeting online, and he invited us to go over and join his Facebook group, which if you are a Disney creator, please go ahead over there. Pete, you can go ahead and send the link, or I'll put the link up. I have the link. So
thank you. Yeah, it's Disney Chaos Clubhouse.
Yep, I have that link. I will throw that link up. And everything seems to be working from that standpoint. We will see. That is the link to Pete's group, and it's a great group. And I've never seen a Facebook group grow at the speed that one did. It was literally like, hey, I've got this group. And then all of a sudden it's like, now I've got 900 people.
We just went over 800. My YouTube channel's done the same thing. I always say I've had the luxury of having a lot of quality friends in the Disney community that they paved the road before me. And I'm just, they took their snow shovel out and they cleaned that path. And I'm just going right up based on their shoulders. And I'm grateful to that. And if you do the right things and do it the right way, people will come. And I'm all about doing what I did before, which was enhancing and growing other people's channels.
Yeah, and it was great. We were just watching the show that you had on today with the Disney Digest.
Yeah.
All right, let me see here. I'm going to try and also find your channel name, which is always... Oh, there we go. Yep. I will throw up Pete's link to his channel also here. Go ahead and check him out. I'm sure if you check out his content on his channel, there is a lot of great stuff on there. And it's also a great way to find new creators. You don't have to just follow the 4 big ones. The 4 big ones are great, and they're great people. But it's also neat to find people who are, just up and coming and starting, because they can also be doing great content. And there's some great ones on there that I've found that I really enjoy.
Good. I'm glad to hear that, because that's what it's all about to me. My whole thing, with I was an enhancer just without a channel. I had a channel, but I had no content on it for 2 years. Wow. I just enhanced people on social media, supporting them that way, super chat and stuff like that.
Hey, Make It Blue, thank you for stopping by.
Hey, Caitlin. Andy, good to see you guys. And I used to hand out, I still do when I used to travel. I travel a lot for work. I had a flyer with all the top, what I felt were the top YouTube channels for Disney. And like you said, it top meant to me, it could have been somebody with 200 or 200,000. I didn't care if they were quality.
Right.
I pushed them out there if I liked them. And I used to hand out these, if I saw somebody carrying a Disney bag or wearing a Disney shirt, I'd walk up to them and hand them, hey, here's a flyer. Check out these Disney channels on YouTube. And
that's awesome, man.
I didn't even have one. My name wasn't even on it.
Your name wasn't even on it. That's where it shows it's coming from the heart. And it's like, you've said it before in your channel, like this little Disney community of creators is a really special group. I come from, originally, I started off as a food vlogger and a food person. I still do it. I still do recipes and all that kind of stuff. And that actually is my largest channel. That has way more subscribers than anything else I'm doing right now. But it's a different vibe. Like, it's so much family. And I don't mean like family friendly vibe. It's literally like the people consider each other a family, and it's not all infighty. It doesn't seem, where people don't like get mad or don't want to like, don't mention so-and-so because that'll hurt my channel. Like, it doesn't seem that way at all.
It's for the community that I've started with, it is not that way. And what I'm trying to do with my channel is, if you look at the Disney community, and I said this publicly, I'm waiting. I met Tim Tracker a couple times in the park, and I'm waiting for him to realize that I'm the guy saying this and ask me a question about it. As successful as the trackers have been with 800 some thousand people, sorry, my computer was going on. Remind me tomorrow. With 800 some thousand subscribers, and fantastic. I mean, amazing. They're a pioneer in our industry. If you want to look at it, you look at them.
He kicked it off.
You look at them. You look at Adam the Woo, Justin Scard, Josh. Resort TV 1 started about the same time. It just didn't have the success. The Do Philly crew is doing down there, doing all kinds of stuff at the same time. So they're pioneers. Well, they've had great success, and I'm happy for Tim. But there's millions upon millions, to quote The Rock, of people in the world that love Disney, that have no clue that this all exists. And what I'm trying to do, and then if you look inside the Disney community, there's Disney bubbles of all the different YouTube communities, and then there's bubbles that are podcast bubbles, and then there's pin loving bubbles, and then there's popcorn loving bubbles, and
there's merchandise bubbles, just like the people just love merch in general.
So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to pick up the sledgehammer from Donkey Kong, and I'm trying to break the doors down on all these people, so that people that love Disney, that share the same love and passion for what Walt started years ago, that they can find each other. And if you buy into the fact that the more people that know about you, the more successful you're going to be, it doesn't matter. This stuff of, like to your comment of don't watch so-and-so because, oh God, I don't want to highlight them because, they might take away from me. Look, it doesn't work that way. I could put 10 people in my living room, offer a jar of pickles, and 6 of them are going to take it. 4 of them are going to say, I don't like pickles. Well, those four are not going to like, Dad got this, Drew in the moment, Pete McDevitt, but they might like, the Disney Digest, and maybe they go follow them. So I try to bring people to my channel and say, okay, here's your buffet table. If you look in my Disney playlist of the Disney community, if you look in my playlist of Disney innovators, here you go. Here's all the great talent you need, and to your point, while the super, you call the big 4 or whatever, I love it. That's another great way to look at it. A majority of those big people are not in there right yet. And why is that? Well, have I reached out to Tracker? No, I haven't. Have I reached out to Justin Scard? No. Is Resort TV 1 and Corey Meets World on there? Yeah, because you know what? They're personal friends of mine. Because years ago, when Josh had 2,000 subscribers and was just doing it as Josh, no Jenna yet, okay, and he found Corey by accident. I was following Josh because I sat in my living room watching on my computer, and I turned to my wife, I swear, and said, do you believe this clown going from Disney? Who the hell's going to watch this? And needless to say, the clown in the living room was me. I then realized how good they were, how great of content they brought, the happiness they brought, and I started following every week and sharing them out and helping them. And I am so honored to call Josh and Jenna personal friends in the community. And so, same with Corey. I mean, during my troubles tonight with my chat not working, Corey's texting me on my phone about, hey, I'm here, it's not working, just let you know. So
That's funny.
I love having support like that, but you build that up through the power of positivity, being
Absolutely.
transparent in your professional relationship with people, sticking to your word,
Yep.
and being supportive. And that's kind of what we try to do.
And there are people that I've also run into who literally, like, I watch everybody. Like they're fans who literally, like, if they do good content, I'm there. Like, so, I think you shouldn't be scared to make friends and feature other people on your channels and do things like that. You can only help you grow. And it's a lot of fun. There are some fun people out there. I would have never met this guy here if it wasn't for that.
Me and him met through YouTube.
Nice.
Weirdly, through his brother-in-law.
Through my brother-in-law, DizJabber71, who is another great vlogger. And
he got a hold of me and was like,
Christian's awesome.
He was like,
that's my brother-in-law.
Yeah, and he was like, you want to meet me at the park? I didn't know this guy. He was coming from New Jersey, and I'm like, you know what? What the heck? Let's go meet him. So, I met Christian, the DizJabber, and then this turkey was along with him, and then me and him just talked for a second, right? And he said, "Oh, I live a half an hour away." Long story short, me and him got together, did a cookie stroll thing.
We did another vlog, and then it was just like we clicked. Like we had the same personalities, same humor, like things were funny to both of us. And it was just like, I felt like I knew this guy from childhood.
It really does.
We just hit.
That's what happens with these Disney relationships. That right there is the epitical story of how Disney relationships happen and what they
and as to quote Krista, and the bromance blossomed from there.
That's awesome. Christian sent me out of the blue, sent me an offer to do my channel trailer.
Yeah,
and I accepted it, and I actually have, for your viewers that don't know me, this past September, a year ago, I joined the disabled community. I was at Disney. I had been at a national sales conference for my company. I wore a rented tuxedo for the final event. I got a blister on my foot. Somehow, at the time when I was in Disney or traveling home, an infection got into my blood system, and I hung on a thread of life for days, to the point where my wife was told for 5 days in a row that he's not going to live through the night. But basically, in order to save my life, they amputated parts of my body. So, and I'm going to do a whole vlog on that. Actually, December 10th.
I did see that. I saw you announced it. I saw that on the group.
But Christian reached out to me and said, "Hey, would you like to do this?" And I was so appreciative of what Christian did, and that it is going to be the channel trailer on my channel, but it's getting unveiled the day after my vlog, because I'm actually asked Christian's permission to use that video as part of the opening for one of the biggest videos of my entire life, and he gave me permission.
Christian is a fantastic. Like I said, that's my brother-in-law. So I've known the guy for a little while, and he's part of the reason I ended up doing Disney content, because I saw what he was doing, and I've always been a Disney person. We've had annual passes forever, and my parents, that was always their like gift to us as children, was to take you on a trip to Disney. So we're like a Disney family. And I was like, I love doing my food stuff, but maybe I'll throw a couple of park things in there when we go. And I just had so much fun doing it that I started to do more of it. And to the point where now I had to split and make a whole new channel. So, because YouTube doesn't like mixed content channels. They don't like it if you have a focus that is split, because the way that people like if not everybody responds to your video that are your subscribers, they think nobody likes you and they won't suggest you and all this crazy stuff. So now I have 4 channels technically, if you count this one.
Wow.
So I'm a crazy person, but I love it. I love cameras. I love tech. I love all that stuff. So I do a tech channel and all that stuff. And I'm literally like, I'm Christian's tech support. Like anytime he needs help, he calls me. But he does fantastic. He does fantastic channel trailers, and he's a great guy. So go check out DizJabber71, people. I did throw up the link to Pete's upcoming vlog where he's going to category his life story. Please go check that out. Put on your notifications so you can check that out. But what do on this show is we start off with Disney news.
Nice.
And so we started off on the sad, unfortunately. So we were just talking about the layoffs that came through and the ones that hit and hurt us the most. Like for me, it was the Polynesian, because that was always, I went and recently did a vlog there last Christmas and we loved it. And like we went as a family as kids, and it holds very fond memories for me. So for them to shut that one down hurt quite a bit. Drew said Yeehaw Bob was tough on him.
That's tough on me. You know what I mean? Because Riverside, Port Orleans is very, very special to me. That was me and my, when my kids were younger. And so that was where we went. That was our place. I got a lot of memories of, going in there and watching his shows. And they were always crazy and fun, and just the smiles. Like my mom was laughing when we came down with her. And it was like, it's that little piece that you're like, you might never get that back. You know what I mean? Like, I understand you got to progress. We get that. But this is a different way of doing that. That's really sharp and painful, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is. It's tough.
Well,
did any of those hit you particularly hard, Pete?
Well, I mean, obviously the layoffs for any Disney people, the cast members are such a valid resource in the park.
Yeah.
The talent creators are such pinnacle of what you do, and as you're going around the park, part of the reason I love the Halloween parties is seeing the cast members that are talent, that are doing the different things in the parade, that are up on the shows and stuff like that. You hear the stuff like Yeehaw Bob, it hits hard, Homer, quick. Unfortunately, it's we have to understand that, look, it's not just Disney, it's a result of COVID, and for what came out of that, it's out of all of our control. They're trying. They've got to be profitable too. They're a business. They've been closed out there for forever. It seems like.
And they're still closed in California.
And here's I'm telling you, I follow a lot of the COVID stuff, and I believe in Fauci and a couple of the other ones. And I'm telling you, what scares me is they keep bringing up that they might have a round of this come back late October, November with the flu season. That not only keeping California closed or affecting Disney down in Universal, but holidays. This could be the year that everybody kind of doesn't have their holidays, and coming from
Halloween's kind of canceled for kids, really. I mean, which kind of sucks.
We're not allowing people to come to our house. We're not allowing people to come, and I'm not allowing my son to go out. I told him to pick what he wants online. I'll buy it for you. You got candy, and there you go.
What we're doing is my daughter, we decorated each room in our house as a different house. And she's going to trick or treat in our house, and we're going to have bowls of candy, and we're going to give her candy for going through the house. Yeah. So that way she at least gets some sort of feel of Halloween. It feels like she's 6. It feels so bad that she's being robbed of this.
Of the best holiday on the planet.
Yeah, Drew's a big Halloween guy.
I'm a big Halloween guy. Yeah, I love Halloween. But you know what, though? It's like they didn't necessarily cancel it per se, because some states are probably going to be like, yeah, no, that's fine. Do what you want. But the bottom line is, no parent in their right mind is going to let their kids go out and do that. You know what I mean? So it is canceled.
So they're going to be so wary about it. It's like, it's so tough,
Yeah.
And this was just when I was starting to get like a little bit of there was a lot of bright news that was coming out of Disney World. They announced that they're extending park hours again here in October. So Magic Kingdom is going October 2nd through the 4th. You're getting an extra hour. So 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. So instead of a 6 p.m. close. Epcot is going to close at 9 p.m. That's pretty late. They haven't done that in a while. So one of the things Drew and I had talked about is we miss Disney at night.
Yes.
Disney at night is just so special with the lights, even if they're not doing fireworks.
Doesn't matter. Just the lights.
Just being Disney lit up at night with the music and the smells and it's magical. It really is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then Hollywood Studios is going till 8 p.m. So you get a little bit of nighttime at Hollywood Studios, and we're getting an extra hour at Animal Kingdom.
Well, and then daylight savings hitting soon too. I think.
I think that should be coming right up.
It's either right before Halloween or right after. I forget. I feel like it changes every year, but.
And then the same on October 9th through 12th, they're bumping extra hours. So I was like, oh, good. They're starting to bump some hours. This will be good. We're starting to kind of maybe roll into a little bit of stuff. Mm-hmm. And then they announced that they were going to be, or not announced, but there's news out from a couple of the sources where if you are like me, we are an annual pass holder who canceled our passes due to this whole COVID thing. I've got a 6-year-old. My wife's a nurse. She was super sketched about how things were. And the reservation system, it was too tough for us to get passes on the weekends. So we're like, you know what, we're going to cancel. But we're really jonesing, and we're really kind of been missing it quite a bit. It hurts. We went through a phase where we thought we were going to go ahead and get annual passes to Universal.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. We went to City Walk and had a disastrous night, and we had some bad customer service, and it's just like they're not Disney. Like it's a really silly story. It's in my vlog, but we went to the Toothsome Chocolate Emporium, and it was so packed. They don't take reservations, and that's fine. You don't take reservations. So it was like 2-hour wait for dinner. So we didn't do dinner. We just got a milkshake. So we had a milkshakes for dinner. Happiest 6-year-old you've ever seen when we ordered a milkshake for dinner. Yeah. But it comes in this like little collectors. It's a plastic mason jar. And you get to keep the plastic mason jar. So we finished it, and I went inside, and I was like, okay, is there anywhere that we could like rinse this out or something so that we can take it home? And the guy was obviously a manager. He wasn't just a worker. He turned around, looked over his shoulder, and he's like, nope. I'm like, can I use your restrooms or something? He's like, no, restrooms are only for people with the restaurant. And I'm like, okay. He's like, there's a restroom when you leave on the way out on the right down the thing. I'm like, really?
It's an outhouse.
And I'm like, I feel like if I was at Disney, that they would have just said, here, give me that, thrown it away, and given me a clean plastic one.
Yeah, right. And been like, here you go, and smiled.
Here you go, smiled, have a great time.
Yep.
And to me, that was like the quick breaking point. There's not as much stuff over at City Walk for families and things like that. It just didn't fit our vibe. And we were like, you know what? It's just, even though it's cheaper, it's not going to be worth it for us.
Yeah.
I get it. I agree with you.
Well,
and
Disney ruined. No, I was gonna say Disney ruined every other place for me. You know, like in reality, because it's just like they're just so good, man.
They are, and I feel like the cast members make Disney.
Absolutely.
Because they're not making billions of dollars, and Disney pays an okay wage. They could probably pay more. People will argue, but I feel like the people who work there, no matter what, they care about the people who go to Disney, because most of the cast members that I've ever run into, hey, Camilla, thanks for stopping by. They have a connection to Disney. So they're Disney people too, and they want to make Disney special for the people that they encounter. Yeah. And I don't feel like I got that vibe at all from anybody I interacted with at Universal.
No. It's almost a little more like Six Flags. You know what I mean? Really, I mean it's not. Yeah, it's not the Disney vibe, man. Because it is the cast members that make it special. Because everybody with the Disney, everybody has the same kind of like, they're all on the same plan of like why we go to Disney, what we want from Disney. They realize how special it is. I'm not saying Universal's not special, but there's a certain thing that makes Disney leaps and bounds above anywhere else you go. You feel safe, you feel taken care of, and not every place can give it to you like Disney.
Oh, make it blue. That's awesome. I know some other people who have been in the college program, and my cousin did the college program, and it kills her every day that she's not down here back at Disney as a cast member. But so the news portion of this little thing of my diatribe about Universal sucks is they announced that if you are a person like me who canceled during this whole pandemic, whatnot, that there is possibly the ability to repurchase your pass. They're not selling annual passes to the masses right now, but if you call them and tell them your situation, on a case-by-case basis, apparently they're supposed to possibly sell you a new pass.
Which is brilliant. No, that's brilliant. And Jamie's thinking about doing it too.
I floated the idea to the wife. I sent the text with the message, and I got a question mark and a oh really? So I was like, okay, so she's interested. I've got her on the hook. We might have a possibility here. So I was talking to her about it at dinner. I'm like, oh yeah, you can possibly get him. She goes, well, will they give you the discount you would have gotten if you renewed? You know, I'm like, well, I don't know. I'd have to call them. Should I call them?
Yep.
And I guess I'm going to be calling them. So we'll see. Maybe I will be a pass holder again here in the near future and meeting up with this guy to go do some more vlogs.
Yeah. I couldn't cancel when everybody was doing it. I was just like, I can't do it. Because I'll take what I can get, you know, because I go to Disney to relax and get like recentered in my life. And I think a lot of people do that.
Recentered in my life. I love it.
You know, I really do it. Like I've been doing my live streams, and we just said it last night, me and my wife, we were walking around Disney Springs, and it's like one of those things where I work during the day, come home, we get all our stuff, and then we race over to Orlando, do a live stream. I didn't get home till probably 11:15 last night, and I have to work again today, you know, at 6 a.m. But like, I'm really tired. And then I get to Disney Springs. It's a shopping center. And I'm walking around. I'm like getting recentered. I have newfound energy. I just feel good. And it's like,
it is.
I think people really need that right now. You know, like you were saying, Pete, when you were like looking at was it Josh doing this thing, and you're like, who the heck's going to watch this? You know what I mean? Like, but the thing is, people that can't get down here, especially right now, people need that Disney in their lives. They need the.
Drew and I were joking that you could set up a webcam just on Main Street, just right in the middle of Main Street. Nobody talking, nobody in the camera. Just set it up there, and people would log on to that thing like crazy just to people watch Main Street going by.
Yeah, I've done it many times from the park. Why wouldn't I do it from my home?
Yeah.
Right? Well, I remember because I used to live in Maine, Pete. We moved here 2 years ago. And I remember it'd be in the dead of winter, snow piling up, you know, and I'm miserable because I hate cold and snow. I would go on the Disney Springs webcam, and literally it would just show Disney Springs in like the balloon, and I'd watch it for like a half an hour. Literally. I'm just like looking at it going, oh, that'd be nice to be there.
It's like Disney therapy. You know what I mean? It's just like it's a little bit of Disney therapy. You can kind of forget all the stuff, even though you're wearing a mask and stuff like that. You know what? You can still blend in, and it feels good.
Yeah,
it does.
Now, I do have a little bit of extra news about something that is still Disney related, but not parks related. They are starting a new feature on Disney Plus, where they announced that there's going to be a group watch feature. And it's like a watch party. So up to 7 people can start a movie on Disney Plus or a show or whatever it is. And so you're all logged into the same thing. And then one person has control of it. So they can pause it, they can fast forward it, they can rewind it. But everybody kind of gets the same thing. And I think there may even be like a chat or something. I'm not 100% sure on that part. But so everybody is watching the same thing at the same time, and then you can kind of interact with each other and have a little bit of fun watching something together. And, you know, Netflix has been doing it and whatnot, but Disney had never had it, and they just released it. And I'm trying to figure out what we need to watch, Drew.
Mandalorian.
Yes. Well, that was one thing. I was thinking on October 30th, we 100% need to watch the premiere of season 2. We'll get like 6 people. We'll get some friends. We'll put us all up on the screen. We'll all start the watch party. And of course, we can't show the actual Mandalorian, but you guys can watch us watch that together, and we'll comment on it and kind of just break it down, because I think that would be fun.
That sounds like a cool idea.
I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. I mean, I got this. Drew and I were just wearing our Rebel Pilot Star Wars jackets.
Yeah.
Everything behind me is Star Wars.
Now,
Peter, I'm a Star Wars nut myself.
You are a Star Wars nut? Awesome.
Are you a fan? What's your favorite movie?
if I had to pick them all, I would probably say Jedi.
Okay, Jedi's a good one.
But for me, I like the way that I'm just happy that they closed out everything with the way they finished the trilogy, the final third trilogy.
It got a lot of hate, but I think they wrapped up the stories well.
I just watched it again yesterday, literally, because when it first came out, I was in a hospital. I watched it from a phone the first time I saw it. Mm-hmm. So sitting here in my office.
That's right, Camilla. My logo is also Star Wars.
That's true. Sitting here watching it yesterday, I picked up on a ton of stuff that I missed where I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm glad they tied that up. I'm glad. And then they opened it up, with the way they buried the lightsabers, they opened it up for the next.
Yes, 100%. I haven't seen this Pixar Spark short. That might be one to be fun to watch. I love all the Pixar shorts. Those are amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the new trilogy got a lot of hate. The second one was a little divisive, but I think it Harrison Ford's not young. And
he's over being Han Solo.
Carrie Fisher passed.
His cameo in the last one was good, the way they did it.
Yeah.
I didn't see as much CGI with Carrie that I thought I would see. It was more that they did.
It was all the extra footage
stuff that they had. They wrote the story around it, which I thought was ingenious on their behalf, to be able to make her part of it, and then how they killed off her character. So they basically took the slate, and other than your three characters that were the main ones here, they cleared it all out. So now, when they do this next segment in a couple of years now, they're talking or whatever they're talking for it, you'll have those three characters coming back kind of in the Luke, Leia, Han role. That type of thing. So, it's good as long as they keep the writers on it and writing the storylines. Good quality storylines will get it.
And I think that's why Mandalorian became so popular.
Yeah. So I have to be honest, I haven't seen that yet. Because
wait, you haven't seen The Mandalorian?
No, here's why. When it came out, I was in a coma.
Well, okay. That's an excuse I will accept.
Yeah.
There are very few excuses I will accept for not watching The Mandalorian. A coma is one of them.
I'm going to sit down. I've had a lot of things going on with therapy and everything else, but my goal is during October to sit down and watch everything to get caught up, so that
you'll be to the point where you're like not sleeping and you're like, I can watch one more. I can watch one more. It's 4 a.m.
It is so well done though, Pete. I don't know. Did you watch Rogue One?
I did.
Okay, Rogue One is my second favorite Star Wars movie. Amazing.
I love Rogue One.
Yeah, I loved it because I loved it. It was really, really gritty. It had that Star Wars look that I felt like not many films after the original trilogy had. And I feel like The Mandalorian kind of has some of that look from that Rogue One, kind of dirty, you know what I mean? Real, less CGI kind of look. And it's amazing.
It's fantastic. You'll enjoy it quite a bit, Pete. I have a feeling you will enjoy it.
I really enjoyed Rogue One. I even enjoyed Han Solo.
Both this guy and I are like, it is such an underrated movie, and it got so much hate that it did not deserve that. If you just showed a person who didn't know Star Wars or anything like that, and you showed them that movie cold, I think most people would look at that and go, that was a good movie.
Yeah.
What they could have done? I've told a lot of people this. I think the one thing that they missed where they could have reeled in, if you're going fishing, using those terms, they could have reeled in a lot of the pure Star Wars fans that are out there. If they would have started the movie with Solo, if they would have got Harrison Ford to do something like a flashback type thing.
Yeah.
Kind of like a him telling stories type thing. Just to link it, you might have gotten...
I told my wife one time they could have had him sitting, in like one of the cantinas talking to somebody about, and if they'd have done something like that, people would have gone nuts.
Yeah.
To see
and Disney Stranger, from everything I'm reading, that whole Pedro Pascal quitting was a rumor. There were some people who have like producers or something who had tweeted something like, I got to meet Pedro on the set. He was amazing. Like this was like, and they're like, the date of that tweet where he said he met him was supposed to be after he was supposedly had quit. So they're like, well, that doesn't make any sense. How did this guy meet him and think he was the most awesome, caring guy and great person in the world if he's already quit halfway through the season? It doesn't make any sense.
Right. But Pete, honestly, dude, you just blew my mind though. That would be amazing seeing Han Solo sitting down at a cantina, man. Like starting that whole movie over. I think you're right. I think that definitely would have had some more.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
In. That would have been, and I mean, the movie I think is great anyway, but that would have put it over the top, man.
That would have been awesome.
They could have finished, because I told my wife too. She's like, "Well, what are they going to do to finish it? How are they going to get ready? Move?" I said, at the end of it, after they did the whole Solo, when they finished that movie, all they had to do was do a transition piece where they go back to him, and maybe he's taken off to go and do, they could have tied it into the other movies. They could have had him, somebody come up to him and say, "Hey, this is going on," or, "Hey, I think I know where the Falcon is. I think it's on X, or
because they're trying so hard to whittle Black Spire into canon. Yeah. Like they're sticking it in like some of the cartoons with there was actually a reference to the Black Spire outpost in Solo.
Yes.
Which a lot of people don't know, that L3 makes a joke where she's telling Lando, she's like, "Oh, you couldn't even find the Black Spires."
Yep.
And so they're trying to make some sort of connection to Galaxy's Edge, to the materials, and that's one of the things.
Were you guys there for opening of Galaxy's Edge?
I wasn't there the day of opening, but I was there like shortly after.
I think I was there 3 days after or something like that. Yeah.
Probably the crowds were better.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But you know what though? Speaking of cantinas, so Pete, have you been to Galaxy's Edge?
I was there opening night at 3 a.m.
You were? Okay, wow, you're crazy, man. Good for you.
About 25,000 other YouTubers, it felt like. But go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like me and Jamie always talk about the cantina. We don't understand A, why they didn't make it bigger. Yes. B, why they did not make it like the cantina. You know what I mean?
Mos Eisley Cantina. Why is, like, I understand they've come out and they've said that they wanted to create their own thing. They didn't want to just recreate portions from the movies. But do you know what people wanted? They wanted to be in the things from the movies.
If you'd have had, well, first off, it doesn't have enough seats in there as is.
No.
But if they'd have done that, I said that, I know they, did the whole thing, bring the DJ over and everything, and I get it. People are happy. But think about the fact if they, you can do all this stuff with the amazing stuff they do. Imagine if they would have used some of the animatronics and just had some of those aliens with instruments just playing the Eisley theme. You could have just replayed that.
Just
whole thing.
Throw the band in there, Chuck E. Cheese style. I would have been totally happy if they put a whole animatronic Chuck E. Cheese band in there. Perfect. I'm done.
And I think they could have done a lot more. I think they missed the boat on that one. I think they did good, with the Falcon. I've enjoyed, I was there.
The Falcon's amazing.
I wrote, the first time my son got to pilot the Falcon on opening day. We were about the first 100 in.
Wow.
To that, because we were right when we come into Hollywood, the left-hand side, we were literally 5 or 6 people, and then we went right in. Now they controlled it all the way over, and we got right in line. To say that he got to pilot the Falcon, I took a back seat and just let him do that, and let him try to, he got to do his Ronald rap and hang out with a lot of friends and all that were down there. It was amazing, but by like 1 o'clock. It was kind of, everybody was so tired because they were all up all night.
Right.
That, it died from like 1 to like 5. It died out.
Yeah.
It was so. But
I have a question for you, Pete. Drew and I both think that they totally missed the ball on the Falcon. They didn't put in turrets.
Yep.
Like if they would have made it so you could sit like a turret style and be the gunner.
Yep.
And do all that. I would have been in line just constantly for that. No one would want to pilot.
Right.
Here's the other thing, too. They could have had people lose their mind if they would have had some type of imaging camera over top of the table there where you sit that actually had the characters for that chess game.
And show the chess
Yep.
thing.
Yeah.
Good point.
You know,
That's a
because
good
people,
point.
it's little things like that. I mean, yeah, look, it's fantastic. I loved walking in it. I still enjoy it. I can't wait to go down again and to do it. But it's the little things that true diehard fans pick up on.
Yep.
You know?
No, you're right. You're right.
So, it's kind of fun.
Yeah, we both have said that if they would have put that in, you wouldn't have gotten one person who wanted to be pilot. It would have just been, what would you like, Gunner?
Yeah.
Gunner.
I don't want pilot. I don't want pilot. Well, I remember when they had announced, a while back that they're going to have a Millennium Falcon. That was the first thing that was in my head, man, where I'm like, the gunner. I'm like, that's going to be amazing. And then they got there and I'm like, really?
This is the gunner? I just do this?
Which, like I said, man,
and what is engineer?
Better than nothing.
Engineer is the vlogger seat. Honestly,
it really
that's
is.
all engineer is.
Or the grandma seat.
Engineer is just for vloggers or grandma. Grandma, sit here.
Sit here.
And if that blinks, hit it. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, but you're right, Pete. Like me and Jamie, we both still enjoy it. I love going to Galaxy's Edge, but you're right. There's those little tiny things that you're like, I wish they could have done maybe that or that. And maybe it's nitpicking because I know they're also trying to like cater to the masses as well, because not everybody's a diehard Star Wars fan. You know what I mean? They just kind of want to go in a place. Oh, this is cool. I know of Star Wars and this is fun, and I get that. Yeah. But yeah, those little details would have.
I think they could have definitely put it over the top. All right, let's do the place that I think sucks news. They've released details on the new Velasa coaster.
Tell us how you really feel.
I must admit, in my older ages, I have not been on many roller coasters in the recent past because my daughter's only 6, so she's never been able to go on any of it, and B, she's not a ride person. Like even slow rides. Been a little bit rough getting her on. So it looks like, hey, Christian Jablonski. Who is this Christian Jablonski guy?
We're going to call him CJ.
I've never heard of this Christian Jablonski guy. I know a guy named Diz Jabber, but I don't know Christian Jablonski. This is odd.
Well, while he's in here, we're going to call him CJ.
Yeah, we'll call him that.
We'll call him CJ.
But this is going to be like the fastest and tallest launch coaster in all of Florida.
Wow.
You're going to be able to go up to 70 miles an hour. It's like instantly. And then 150 feet in the air. It looks kind of like a wild ride. So
now is there loops? That's always my question. Is there
loops? There are definitely some loops and some corkscrews.
Definitely
it's
not
4,700 feet of track. And you reach 70 miles an hour in 2.4 seconds. So you can either go on that coaster or you can buy a Tesla and do 70 miles an hour in 2.4 seconds.
Either one.
But it looks pretty cool. I mean, if you're into being scared out of your mind.
Veronica and Pete, my wife's name is Veronica, just so you know when I say Veronica. But that would be the coaster that she's going to go on. And I'm going to
There he is. There's the Dish Jabber. Now we know him.
Now we know. CJ's out.
CJ got bumped.
But yeah, I like with these kind of things, I gotta like put a camera. I give my wife the camera because like for vlogging and stuff, I can't do these rides, man. No, well, I get vertigo, which is one of the worst things on the planet, man. Oh my god, like it. I got vertigo on Mount Everest, or well, I always call it Mount Everest, the roller coaster over at Animal Kingdom.
Mount Everest. Wow, you went all the way up to Mount Everest. I'm proud of you.
Dude, I did. Yeah, I couldn't breathe very good.
No, that's tough.
No, but
a Sherpa.
But I had been on that.
Did you wear your Star Wars jacket?
Maybe I will next time. But no, I went on it, man. I've been on it like 10 times, in the past, totally fine. That one time I went on it with my son, got off, and I was down for like the next 6 days. Like I didn't know what. Yeah, I didn't know what was going on. I was dizzy. I felt nauseous, and then found out I have vertigo. So I was like, awesome. So now there's just like rides I just can't do, even though this one looks awesome. But Can't do those loops, man.
Yeah.
Can't do those loops.
They're tough. Are you a roller coaster fan, Pete?
To a point, I love all my Disney roller coasters. I don't make it a point to go over to Universal. My kids would like to do more, but I'm happy with the ones that I've gone to. So pushing the limit for me is probably I love Big Thunder and I love Mine Train and stuff like that. But am I going to do the Hulk or Spider-Man? Most likely not.
Dude, that Hulk looks vicious, man.
Hulk is vicious. That was the first launch coaster I ever went on, and that one rattled me.
It looked scary. My wife went on it and she said, "Oh yeah, it was fun," and I'm like, "No way!" Even if I didn't have vertigo, no thanks. Now, I want a fun ride, not a scary.
Yeah, for sure. Now, this is something that I ran across today that I thought was honestly probably the funniest thing that I've seen in forever. Now, it's just him talking, so I don't think we'll get in too much trouble, but we're not even monetized right now, so I'm not too worried. I have always said that I want to see Josh Gad just recap every movie as Olaf because they're hilarious. Well, he did this thing on Instagram where he was trying to get people to vote. And he said, if so many people either register or sign up to vote, I will recap the latest Avengers movie as Olaf. And so this is his recap as Olaf of the Avengers movie.
Here. So the other day, I promised all of you that if 1,500 of you either registered to vote
this is
or
hilarious.
verified
I've
your
watched
voter
this like I don't know how many
registration,
times.
I would recap Avengers Endgame as Olaf. Well, we surpassed that number in less than 24 hours, so it's time for me to hold up my side of the bargain. And remember, if another 15
him and the guy from Ant-Man
or verify your registration,
the way he recaps movies are hilarious too.
As Olaf.
So here we go. This to me is the greatest. I won't interrupt him.
Our Avengers have been defeated by Thanos. All is lost. Tony Stark is emaciated. He needs food so badly. Will he eat Gamora? No, that's not who Tony Stark is. Instead, he'll make a video and die. No, wait! Carol Danvers happened to be in the neighborhood. They're saved! But all is lost, for Thanos is still at large. But wait, they found him! He's hiding out on a planet by himself with an infected injury that needs attention, tilling the land like Russell Crowe and Noah. Will our heroes stop him? Yes, they do! But all is still lost. But worry not. Scott Lang is still at large in the quantum realm. Sure, he's had no food for 5 years, but science makes it all work. He escapes. He comes bearing a gift of time travel. All he needs is a game scientist, but Tony Stark is just broken. But wait, there's Thor. Oh no, Thor is morbidly obese and an alcoholic. But we need more help. What about the artist formerly known as Hawkeye? Nay. Don't you mean Clint Barton, Yakuza Slayer? A ragtag group of heroes now band together with a much-changed Tony Stark to travel to 4 distinct timelines. 2012 New York, home of the undisciplined and volatile Hulk, which leads to Loki getting the Space Stone and furthermore getting his own spin-off series on Disney+. Next up is 1970 S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters, where Tony will meet his father and his CGI Michael Douglas. Now to Asgard 2013. Asthmatic Thor and Rocket must overcome their fears and some of the difficult plot issues of Thor the Dark World to retrieve the reality stone from used footage of Natalie Portman's hand. 1 year later, but also at the same time, Clint and Black Widow meet Red Skull, who makes them both play a game of Sophie's Choice. They fight over killing themselves like it's a bill the other wants to split. And just when you think Clint is going to die, Romanoff plunges to her death and gets a spin-off. But also knows that he too will soon have his own spin-off series as well on Disney+. Meanwhile, Nebula and Rhodes steal the Power Stone from an unsuspecting Peter Quill, which is great! Except it's not! Because Thanos still lives in 2014.
Yes, Krista, they need to animate this.
Nebula breaks into her like Russian malware. Oh no, he knows the plan! But worry not. Modern day Bruce Banner puts all the stones in a very expensive bedazzled gold glove and snaps his finger. He suffers the same really bad infection as Thanos and needs a doctor. But at least it worked. Or did it? Oh no, 2014 Thanos has arrived with an army of CGI robot monsters. We're doomed! But not if Tony, Thor, and Cap have anything to say about it. But he's too powerful. He has defeated our heroes for the 5th time in 2 films. Wait, what's that in the distance? The entire ensemble of 23 films has arrived through Doctor Strange's portals, including Spider-Man, Wanda, and my hero Black Panther. Rest in power, friend. And to add badass to injury, guess who is worthy of almighty Thor's hammer? Try Captain America. That's who! That's who! Oh, no! Not this! Not this! Wait! He's got the best of them! Thanos somehow once again has the best of them! Anything anyone can do? But what of Doctor Strange's prediction from the last film? Oh no. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Oh, you son of a bitch. No, not Iron Man. Not Iron Man. Oh, I love you, 3000. We see you in flashbacks in future films, my friend. And then snap! Thanos, you're done, sucker. And they live happily ever after. No, not yet. First, there must be a funeral with everyone we know and love and a tall young man who none of us recognize, but then Google and realize it's the kid from Iron Man 3. And then they live happily ever. No, wait. Pepper Potts and her child must now watch a video that will make us cry of their lost husband and father, respectively. But now they live happily. Okay, wait. First, we must see Captain America as a very frail old man handing his shield, which he can barely lift up, to Falcon, so that he too can have his own spin-off. And now they live happily ever after. The end.
That was fantastic.
How great was that? Like,
Oh my god, dude, that was great.
how great. I watched that and I showed my wife that today and I was like, you have to watch this. You just have to see this. Like, I could watch him do every single movie. And I would watch a YouTube channel of him recapping movies.
We should just start bugging him. Just start, start messaging him. You gotta do more movies, man.
Do the Empire Strikes Back. Do the Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, that'd be awesome, dude.
Oh, I would pay to see that.
Absolutely. Commentary by Olaf.
Commentary by Olaf.
We don't need George Lucas commentary. We just want Olaf commentary.
All right. A little bit of extra something for those of you who like to spend money. They just came out with a Mandalorian edition Monopoly game.
Oh, I love it.
And this thing has a tiny baby Yoda game piece. So like it's got like a little baby Yoda. It looks so cool. Like,
and guess who's going to be fighting over that piece?
Yeah.
Every game.
I want to be Baby Yoda.
Every game.
I want to be Baby Yoda. Yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's so cool. Look, he's like a little tiny Baby Yoda.
Oh my
They
God.
made him green. And you got Mando, and you got like a red Sith trooper, and then a dark trooper. I mean, dude,
That's pretty awesome.
it's $40 though.
Well,
Seems a little pricey.
well, it seems like $20 for the game, and then $20 for the name.
And $20 for Baby Yoda.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like Monopoly.
I like me some Monopoly.
I do like Monopoly.
I do too. Now, Drew, are you a fan of something at Universal? You know me and my feelings for Universal. But is
Nope.
there something there that I've seen you get a couple times that you said that you're kind of a
Yes.
fan of?
Yes. So Pete, just so you know, you probably already know now, but I'm a Halloween fan. I love pumpkin things and apple. I'm just the fall and I'm all about it, man.
Nice.
One of my favorite things that I've gotten is this thing right here called pumpkin juice.
I've
It
heard
sounds,
about it.
dude, it sounds weird, and I thought it was going to be gross, but I had to try it anyway. It is phenomenal.
This
It
guy
is-
can't shut up about pumpkin juice.
I really can't. Because it's like an apple. It's like apple juice mixed with like pumpkin. Oh, Sammy.
Sammy, you are not ingratiating yourself to Drew.
No, she's not. Everything I love, she hates. But anyway, I guess
Yeah.
I have better taste.
Oh, but
But yeah, it's just this thing is like lightly spiced, like pumpkin flavor, but it's got pumpkin puree in it, and it is. I just can't even I can't even stress this enough. How much everybody needs to try it at least once. It's so good.
Now, apparently, there's a Starbucks hack to get something that tastes like pumpkin juice at Starbucks.
That's so awesome.
Now, it's not going to have pumpkin puree in it because Starbucks doesn't have that.
But
But
bring it along with you.
bring along a little bit. So if you go to Starbucks and you order a grande apple juice with 1 pump of cinnamon dolce, a pump of chai, 2 pumps of pumpkin spice, and ask for light ice, it is supposed to taste almost exactly like pumpkin juice in the parks.
Sounds like it would be easier to grab a pumpkin and take a bite out of it in the grocery store.
I love it. I love it.
That's you know what though, but I'm actually gonna have to try that. I'm gonna do a little tiny.
I want to
vlog on
see
that.
you. I want to see you try because you've tried the real deal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um,
I'm wondering though, like, because we always talk about those, like, you know, it tastes just like blah blah blah, whatever it is. The chai, I don't know what that brings to the.
I don't know either.
Either.
I
You
don't
know
know,
what I mean?
but
It just
honestly,
sounds
pumpkin
weird.
spice doesn't taste anything like pumpkins. So
No, well, and that's where you know, that shot of pumpkin. Is that what you said? Like
pumpkin spice. It's 2 shots of pumpkins, 2 pumps
Oh.
of pumpkin spice. So they don't have
Yeah.
anything that tastes like pumpkin in here. But apparently, these mixes, these people who do these Starbucks concoctions are crazy because there's one like I love Vietnamese iced coffee. It's this very specific kind of, like, you use a special kind of chicory coffee, and then you sweeten it with sweetened condensed milk. And it's a fantastic iced coffee. But they make a hack that has a bunch of stuff in it that doesn't sound like it would make it taste like it, but it tastes like it.
what it does.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's weird the way they mix these flavors together. These people who hack these things.
That's right.
It's crazy. Now,
Maybe
yeah, apparently you can order the real. Yeah, you can apparently
unavailable,
order,
though.
but they're not available anywhere. And if you happen to be near Starbucks, you might, if you really love this flavor, you could always try it.
Now I have to try it. I actually am gonna have to try it, but I just wonder because that pumpkin puree in the pumpkin juice, like, you pick right up on it. You can tell it's like this
You
puree.
can really feel it.
Well, the taste, you know what I mean? I can taste when something's like actual pumpkin, you know,
Nice.
over like it's trying to mimic pumpkin, like pumpkin
Mimic
spice.
Yes. Well, Pete, that's our Disney news section for now. We always go off in tangents and things like that after that. You are more than welcome to stay, but if you have things to do, I just wanted to let you know.
For a little bit. I got a few minutes. that I can-
Perfect. Well, this is going to be something fun to hang out for because I'm going to bring another person here on the screen.
Yeah.
One of the things that Drew and I like to do on our live streams for some reason, because we're idiots, is try really hot sauces.
'Cause it's awesome.
So we have got this bottle of, it's called The Last Dab. It is from a YouTube show called The Hot Ones, where they interview celebrities and make them taste progressively hotter hot sauces on wings. And they're funny. They've had all kinds of great people on there. Will Ferrell, Kevin Hart, I think, who else has, who was it? Paul Rudd was on there one time. I mean, like, Jason Sarah was really weird.
No, but,
Or
dude,
Michael Sarah. Michael Sarah.
You have to watch that one because that dude handled it like a boss.
Like,
He's
not
"No, that-"
even, didn't even react.
Nope, didn't even flinch.
So Drew and I have tried this weird challenge. It was like a roulette game that we ordered on Amazon. It's supposed to be 13 million Scoville or something, or 3 million. And it was nothing, honestly.
It was baloney.
It was not the greatest of anything.
No, like you said, it was novelty, Jamie.
It was novelty. The hot sauce
tasted.
tasted terrible. All of them.
Hey, what's up, Zach?
Hey, Zach. So this is what we will be trying tonight. It is made with a pepper which is supposed to be the world's hottest pepper.
What flavor do you have?
We've had the one we had last week was like a Caribbean style hot sauce.
It was good, man.
It was tasty.
It was hot, but it was tasty.
It was hot, but it was tasty.
Am I reading this right? The one you have tonight has 4 different flavors available?
No, these are the extra flavors that are in the sauce to accompany the 3.1 million Scoville that you will be tasting. So just for those of you who don't understand what Scoville is, like, a jalapeno is something like 300 or something like that Scoville of heat. It's a measuring source for heat. So this one is 3.18 million.
That's it.
That's it. Our original chart that I made for these hot sauces stopped at the little guy with the red O. So I had to make a whole new chart because this one is supposed to be an 11 out of 10.
Yeah.
So the one we had last week was a 9 out of 10 on the heat scale.
And it was 1 million.
How are you guys trying this? Are you just drinking this out of the bottle?
Well, no, we have drank out of the bottle in the past because one of our Sammy Skidoo, one of our fans, has been tipping us to try to do so. But I have a Mickey chicken nugget that I put it on, and
I have pirate booty.
Pirate booty.
Yeah.
And to do this, I need to bring on a fourth. So I'm going to add to the show here. This is our friend Andy Aprisco. I'm probably not saying that correctly.
You said it correct.
Nice to put a face with the name, brother.
But Andy has been watching our live streams and our channels forever and reached out to us and said, hey, I also love really hot sauces. And my brother has a bottle of that exact same hot sauce.
That's awesome.
So he's like, if you guys are interested, I would be willing to try it. Have you tried it before, Andy?
Can you see how much is empty on this bottle?
Yes. Now, was that you or was that your brother?
Both of us. He topped most of it off. I do a little bit when I visit him. I do have to give him a shout out because, well, he told me I have to. So shout out to my brother Eric. But yeah. We've had it actually last weekend when we were watching the Bears game.
And what did you put it on? Did you put it on like wings or put it in something?
No, we usually do wings or fries and pretty much anything. He eats it. He has 4 bottles of this.
Ooh.
Wow. He's into it, huh?
He
I love Andy's commitment. I'll call you guys up and I'll just drink 3 million hot sauce. Let me come on. I'm ready.
Yeah, we put it out there. We're going to try this really. He's like, I've got that. I'll just come on.
Yeah, we're like, yeah, man.
We're like, hey. Plus, we need to speak to him anyway because he's building his own 3D printed R2D2.
Which is awesome.
Life size, by the way, Pete. Like a life size R2D2.
I do have one of my buddies right here.
I know Andy through. Look at that.
That's awesome, man.
Dude, you printed that?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Dude.
And he talks. I love it. No, thank you.
Where do I place my order, dude?
No, thank you.
Yeah, it's fully remote controlled and printed, and it drives.
So it drives and everything? Oh my God. Dude, that's amazing.
My brain.
See this guy over my shoulder?
Oh, yeah. Dude.
I would have done a super chat and said, man, I've been drinking already. I know, Sammy. We don't have super chat on this channel yet, so we need to try to get people to subscribe so we can get this channel monetized for that. But Drew and I have something that we're going to be working on to help do some stuff for us in the future, but we'll announce that later. We will get to this. Hold on. Drew and I are going to go ahead and shake ours up. And actually, I need to get out, knowing how this goes, I have some milk ready at the wayside. Just in case. The one we did that was the 9 last week, like it didn't start off too bad, but then it just kind of snuck up on you and hit you.
Well, because we got all tough thinking we were.
And then we got all tough. We did like a little dab, and then we just poured it on because we were like, that wasn't bad. And it was a bad idea.
This stuff is thick. Like I mean, thick.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't move.
Oh wow, dude.
It seals in the top.
I saw that, dude. It's like
you gotta give it centrifugal force. Swing it.
There we go.
How many people are in here right now? I can't tell.
We got 14 people watching right now.
I'm watching the chat. Every one of these people are loving the fact that you guys are about to commit throat suicide.
Yeah. Most of the people they'll turn in. They're like, yeah, the Disney news is great. That's fine. When are you guys killing yourself with hot sauces? Can we get to that part?
Now, who's going to have the bigger dab on it?
Oh, I don't. Well, see, that's the problem with Drew and I because what'll happen is one of us will dab bigger, and then the other one will go, well, now you've made me look bad.
Andy would pour half the bottle.
This
so.
is a mistake.
Okay.
This is what you don't want to do. Because
are you saying that I should not have put the entire Mickey portion on there and covered the entire nugget? Are you saying that was probably a poor choice?
You're going to hurt.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
you want to hurt?
Yeah, it is chunky. It's chunky.
I'm like trying to get.
But it smells good. I like the mustardy smell.
Okay.
Oh, I told you it's good.
All right, here we go.
Is
everybody ready?
I'm ready, baby.
Cheers.
Cheers to the last dab. It's already hot.
It hits you right away.
It's already
not
hot.
a slow burn.
Oh, it gets worse. It does slow burn. It just starts there.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yep.
It's good, though, isn't it?
It's tasty, though.
Good.
I would actually eat it. It's not to the point where, hiccups. I always get the hiccups. Whew.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That was a mistake, but a good one.
It's not, honestly, I expected worse. Ooh.
Oh, okay. I told you it creeps up. It starts high, and then it builds.
It's on the roof of my mouth.
Wow.
Woo.
Round two, anyone?
Round two.
Come on.
Woo.
Wow.
Woo.
That is definitely.
Camilla, I have the milk waiting, but I'm trying to get over the hiccups first. Woo. Now, I know they say that drinking water makes it worse.
Yes, it does.
So I'm going to make it worse.
I'm with you. I got you.
So I've got a polar.
Coffee. Oh, all right.
I've got my polar pixie drink that Drew sent me. And I'm going to take a swig of this.
Andy's on round two with you guys, by the way.
I know.
He ran out of chips and nuggets. He's making a 3D nugget.
No, I've got more nuggets, so, I'm...
Okay. Andy's ready for two. I got a second nugget. I brought two.
Wow.
Well,
No,
I've always been given into peer pressure, so.
Yeah, that was one thing Drew and I realized, unfortunately. Usually you have that one friend who will be like, talk you down from the cliff. Like, look, this is probably not a good idea.
I'm here to one-up everyone.
Or you have that other friend who's like, it's not that tall. I mean, really, it's not that bad. We're both that friend.
Yep.
So it's not good.
No, it really isn't. It's toxic, but we
We've
love
got Zach here. He'll save us.
Yeah. Oh, Zach's here?
Zach's here.
Zach is our resident EMT spy. He's also running for vice president. So please vote Zach. Vote all the time. He's fantastic. Ooh. It'll catch up on you.
But you know what, though?
But it's tasty, and it makes
no.
it more.
I would not throw this out. Like the stupid roulette thing went straight in the trash.
Yeah,
it wasn't as hot as this.
It was gross, dude.
It went straight in the trash.
This is painful, but you're like, I can eat that again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the next day when you forget about it, you're like, I thought that was really good. Let's try it again. And then you hate yourself again.
Now, I will say,
Gluttons for punishment, dude.
That one we tried last week, the Ex Horesco, competes with this.
Yeah.
It is almost as hot as this.
I think it is, but this one is like, bam. You
the Ex Horesco, it tricked you.
The eyes.
I got a little
Wow.
little dab here. No, the Ex Horesco one tricked you because you tasted it first and it literally was like, oh, this is nothing. This is fine. Let me go big. And then you went big and then it was like, guess what? It's not fine.
Nope.
Now, Andy, have you heard of a company called VAT19?
I have not.
There is a company called VAT19 and they make what is called the world's hottest chocolate bar. And it's not the Fuego bar.
Okay, because I got that over here.
I have heard of that.
And I ain't going to eat that after eating this, so I'm just throwing it out.
Now, these people have. Let me bring them up. So I just watched a vlog where a group of people tried this, and like you're supposed to try to get through 5 squares of the chocolate, and only one person made it through the 5 squares of chocolate. It is supposed to be ridiculously spicy. So there's this company, and they make all kinds of spicy things. Now this one,
Do not burp.
no,
Do not.
just try not to breathe. Breathing is bad.
What you don't want to do is touch your eye like I just did.
Oh, why would you do that?
Because I'm smart like that.
Ooh. Okay, let me see. How many is this supposed to be? If I remember, I told 9 million Scoville is what this one is supposed to be.
Oh, it's just the extract.
It has all the extract in it, and they just float the extract in. I'm going with the milk. I'm not a big man.
My brother did say one thing. They are coming out with another Last Dab.
I
He's on
know.
the waiting list.
Really, dude?
The Apollo pepper is hotter.
Ooh.
Wow, the Apollo pepper. Okay.
I'm down with that.
So they're saying that the hottest hot pepper right now is rated at 2.2 million. This thing is rated at 9.
That's
That's
dangerous.
capsaicin oil. There's going to be no flavor, and it's just
It's just chocolate and capsaicin oil. Now they also have it in a much easier to palate. If you don't like chocolate, you can get what's called the toe of Satan, which I want to buy just for the name, because that name is awesome. And this one also has the 9 million Scoville. So it's a 9 million Scoville lollipop. Now that one I think would be worse.
Yeah, you're licking it with your tongue.
You're
and
like
you're going.
keeping it. You're keeping
Do you know how long it takes my
there.
kid to finish a lollipop?
Dude.
Very quickly if he has that one.
Man, right in the trash. Right in the trash.
It's still burning, by the way.
Oh,
my
yeah,
tongue and my lips have still. Drew's nose is running.
So is mine.
No, like, seriously, I went like this earlier. I was like, oh, I feel a little bit of a tear from coughing. So I went like
Come on
this.
in, kiddo.
And I'm like, why, dude? So now it's burning
Hello,
on this
everybody.
side.
It's that time. It's 9:00. So my kiddo would like to come in and say goodnight to everybody. She always does this.
Night,
Daddy?
sweetie.
Daddy and his friends just ate some really, really hot sauces, and we're all crying.
Yes, we are. And
Yeah.
look at that droid. Jamie, have her look at that droid.
Look, he's got a BB-8. A big one.
And he
She
made that.
loves BB-8.
That is so awesome, dude.
That is awesome. So what did you want to say to everybody?
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Don't kiss Daddy on the lips. So that's not a good idea right now. You don't want to go anywhere near that because
Jamie,
Daddy's got...
don't touch your daughter's face at all with your
I
hand.
won't be anywhere near your face or my hands or anything.
Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
But so say goodnight to everybody, and you have to get to bed because you have school in the morning.
She's like, I don't want to go.
She's like, no, I'm the star of the show. She takes over my show whenever I record. She's called it Elle Got This because it's now her show when she's on camera. Ooh, excuse me. All right, baby. I love you.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
If you ever want to see inside BB-8.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, dude. That is
That's so
awesome.
cool. The
Wow.
mechanics behind how they made BB-8 is pretty amazing.
Oh, it is.
Like the way he does his rolling and the head stays on. Like is that magnetized? Is that the way that?
This panel is, yeah.
No, the head. Does the
Oh,
head
yeah,
stay on by
absolutely.
magnet? Yeah.
Absolutely, here. He's also 50 pounds
Wow.
Oh my God! Don't roll that over your toe.
because you need ballast. You need ballast so the head stays up.
Gotcha.
And when it's rolling, the
Yeah,
inside
yeah.
hurts spinning around. But
Oh my god, dude, that's awesome.
And so that's all connected with.
this is the biggest neodymium magnet I've ever bought. It was
Okay.
very expensive, and if you're put two of them near each other, they will basically cut your finger off.
Ooh.
No way,
That's
really,
how
dude?
strong these magnets are.
Wow.
So that way, when it goes on,
Ah.
She ain't coming off.
And now, does the head communicate with the body? Does it know where they are? And
No, it doesn't have to. Inside is basically another magnet on its own motor.
Hey, thanks for stopping by, DizJabber71. Everybody, DizJabber71.
See you,
When he
Jabber.
does come back, he does Friday night trivias right now because he is a teacher. Everybody, please salute your teachers. If you know a teacher, hug them because teachers are having a really hard time with things right now. Him and my sister are both teachers, and it has been rough on them. So his channel is kind of on pause right now for a little bit, but he does a talk show. He does live trivia on Fridays. He also does vlogs. He's a great vlogger, and I suggest you check his channel out. I will throw a link up to it here in a second.
Definitely check out his channel, but make sure he knows that he's going to lose this week in fantasy football.
Oh,
no. Ooh. We got some smack talk going down.
Some smack talk. Now, Pete, what is your team? I know he is a Detroit Lions fan. Poor bless him. I mean, bless
Yeah,
the poor man.
and while I'm thinking about that, Christian, before you jump out, I'm going live all day Thanksgiving. We're going to be doing all 3 games on because I do a Thursday night football show, the Thursday night watch party.
Bring it. He says, bring it.
Bring it. You're in trouble this week, brother. I think you played me. I'm pretty sure.
Uh-oh.
We're going to be live all day Thanksgiving from all 3 games, Detroit, Cowboys, and Ravens on my channel doing the watch party. So it'll be cool. So Christian, I'll make sure you get the link if you want to come in and talk Lions football. More sunshine, please. Jim is a huge Detroit Lions fan, so he's coming on. It'll be a good time. But yeah,
Thanks for stopping by, Sammy. We have some announcements coming up soon on the channel, which will let you donate money to us to do more stupid things.
And maybe do some more stupid things with Andy. Because
because Andy seems down for the stupid.
He does.
Anytime.
I love it, man.
God, I'm gonna step out.
Hey, thank you so much once again, everybody. Check out Peter. His channel is amazing, and I love the fact that he is highlighting different Disney creators and innovators.
And as we start booking I'm booked up right now all the way through the end. I hate to say this, March.
Wow.
Believe it or not.
That's awesome.
Great channels. Excuse me, every week.
Did you have some of the hot sauce? Did it make it over to you?
No. When I stepped out for a second, my son came in and gave me medicine. It was like, oh God. I'd love to talk to you guys as we get in and book next year.
It'd be an honor.
We'd love to have you on. Like Christian's going to be coming on with us. We're excited about that. I will tell you one thing before I go. Andy,
Yep.
do you remember me reaching out to you and offering you to come on the show?
Did you?
Drew. Yes, you
Drew.
remember? Yeah. Drew, did you remember that?
Oh, me? Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yes. When I first started putting it together, I saw your logo. I thought it was pretty cool. And I reached out to you, and you were extremely polite and told me, not at this time, I'm kind of busy. And I said, okay, hey, no problem.
Really? You turned him down, Drew?
Wow, Drew.
You know what? Here's the thing. I don't blame
Drew.
him. I don't blame him because when I first started, other than my little community of the Resort TV1 tie-ins, there was a lot of people that had no clue, that didn't know who I was or what I was doing. And when you got somebody reaching out on the internet to you saying, hey, I want you to interview, I don't blame him. I had a lot of trouble the first 4 weeks of getting people booked. And then people started seeing the show. Yeah. And now I've got just the opposite.
Right.
I've got more people I can do. But I definitely would love to have both you guys on when I start booking again. It'll be in December. I'll start booking again, and I will get with you guys and get you on the schedule to promote your channel.
Pete, that makes me feel really good that it was the logo that attracted you because you know what? I designed his logo.
Yes, he did.
I saw his logo. I was like, that looks pretty cool. And I looked at his content. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And I just set it off. He was extremely polite. He was a true gentleman, just respectfully.
I don't believe that. That's the one point of the story I don't believe.
True. That was true.
That he was a true gentleman because I know this man now.
we'll definitely get you guys in the calendar. And Andy, I love your support for the community. You're always welcome in my chats. I'm not going to make you, drink gasoline to come up.
Hey, I want to put it out there. We did not make this gentleman do this. Literally, we said we're doing it, and he offered himself up to the altar.
And we were like, yes, we found another fool.
Yes.
But Pete, I will say this though. I think when I first started when I was doing my channel, I had like weird like sketchy looking things like coming my way, like, hey,
not really sketchy,
you know what I mean? No, not that you were
not you.
Not you.
Did you just call Pete sketchy?
No, I didn't call him.
The funny thing was the other day I saw that you friended me on Facebook, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. I hadn't put two and two together that you guys were together here at that time when I saw you. I was like, huh, interesting. And then when I saw I was coming on with you guys, I was like, oh, I remember doing it. But I had a lot of people, it was that politely said no. I had some people that were rude about it. I had one major.
That I don't understand.
I
had one major YouTuber who honestly told me no off the get-go. I went and started doing the show. They came in and they saw LBV TV having 7,500 views, 450 people live in my chat at one time. And I got a call that following week and said, hey, can you, I'm sorry, I should have done it. I want to do it. Hey, I'm booked up through the end of January into February. Well, you got people on there that only have 300 subscribers. Can't you bump one of them? Nope. I don't care if you have 300 or 300,000. If I give you my word, I stick to you. I'm not here to promote everybody that loves Disney, that's bringing good quality talent to the medium. That's what I'm out to do. And I want to help other people, and I want to know when people have success so I can share them live and do all the things that need to be done.
Drew gets I like you long time comments. Yeah.
All the time.
Dude,
I truly appreciate it. My daughter's home, and I'm going to talk with her for a few minutes because she pleasantly waited.
Oh, thank you so much for being on the show. We really appreciate it, Pete.
Thank you guys for bringing the magic, and keep whistling while you work. And just remember, the world is a better place when we all put a smile on someone's face. It's been my pleasure.
Thank you so much for stopping by, Pete. We really appreciate it.
And I'm sorry I was a jerk, Pete.
You were not. You were good. You were good. But we'll get together. I'll get with you guys in December. We'll definitely get on the shows.
Yes, we would love it.
Andy, I'll see you soon.
Yep, I'm always in the chat.
Hey, Andy. I'm not going to say go Vikings. I'm just going to leave it at go Bears. Okay.
3-0.
Hey guys.
3-0.
Bye. Take care, Pete.
Bye.
Thanks, Pete.
What a quality guy.
Very much.
Super cool dude.
What a cool dude. I can't believe you turned him down, buddy.
I know. What? And you guys were talking about Mandalorian stuff?
Oh, I love it.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I made it.
What?
3D print?
3D print.
Dude, I need to get a 3D printer.
Dude, you got to start selling this stuff to me and Jamie.
When I went in March, I made about 40 of these, and I kept them in my pockets.
Nice.
And anyone who had Star Wars stuff or anything going on, I handed one to them and said, "You're worthy."
That's awesome, man.
Have you seen the thing that I gave Drew that was 3D printed? The best car steel?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I love those.
I gotta make one of those.
Dude, they're on Thingiverse, apparently. That's where my buddy got them from. And they're awesome. I love it. Like, it's not even painted. That whole wavy thing is all in the print.
I got a good story about this coin. Well, this one's actually my dad's. I got it after he passed. We went.
Oh,
so
sorry to hear that.
But I got his lightsaber that we built together. So, but the coin, we were in line to make lightsabers, and there's this whole family all wearing red shirts, and it said, "This is the way." Had the Mandalorian helmet, and my fiance nudges me and goes, "Check that out." So I'm like, "Okay." And they had two kids. One was in a wheelchair, and I was like, okay. I went and handed them a couple of the coins and said, is it cool if I give your kids these coins? And they said, oh, absolutely. Then they started wanting my picture with them. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll take a picture. Cool.
Yeah.
Apparently, the kid was a Make-A-Wish kid, and he was there for his wish.
No way.
And they said me giving the coins is making their entire trip.
Oh my God,
dude!
I almost lost it. I'm like trying to compose myself. I'm like, oh my gosh, And it was just because my fiance nudged me and goes, "Hey, check out their shirts." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, Mandalorian fans."
That's awesome.
So I gave them a couple coins, and they're like, "That made our entire
vacation." That reminds me of a story of there was a little girl at the last Star Wars celebration. For those of you who guys don't know, like every 2 years or every other year, so they moved it around. Are you doing more, Drew?
Drew's going for more.
I have half a nugget left. If you,
dude, like seriously, Andy,
I went 3, and I'm like,
I didn't want to interrupt, dude. No, but like Andy said, like it like the hot's gone, and I'm like, I kind of want that taste again.
All right, I'll go with you, buddy. I'll go with you. It's my last nugget, though.
It's super good, man.
It's my last chicken nugget.
Oh, and he goes hard on it.
So like I was saying, Star Wars Celebration is like this giant gathering of Star Wars nerds, and they do conventions, they do forums for the different movies and things coming up. And there was a little girl dressed as Leia, and she had these little cards that looked like the Death Star plans from Rogue One, the card. And she had a stack of them. And every Leia that she saw, she handed it to. So every person she saw dressed as Leia, this little girl handed her the plans to the Death Star.
That is awesome.
And it like made so many people's, trip and thing, and they just thought it was the greatest thing in the world. And I thought that was amazing.
Dude, but that's the stuff that always makes me happy. Like,
I can't tell it's blown out. I can't tell. Is that George Bush?
Nope, it's all because of this guy. This is Walt.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it's a little blown out. The lighting isn't bad. It could be George Bush.
But yeah, it's a marble bust of Walt.
Awesome.
Well, it's marble plastic that I printed. But
that's awesome, dude.
All right. So, who's down for trying either that chocolate challenge or the toe of Satan?
I say the chocolate because that's sticking that thing on your damn tongue.
I know. That's what's getting me is you're just sitting there sucking on that thing. It's like,
I like the idea of the chocolate. I like the idea of the chocolate because there's like the little squares, and you can see how many squares you can get through.
Oh God! So we're gonna have to battle it out between the three of us, man.
Oh. See, if we get my brother on here, he'll just eat the whole damn thing. Good, because
is he that guy?
If there's a heat challenge, he's the guy who's like, okay, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So far, Drew and I have realized that either most of these things, the heats aren't as hot as they say they are.
Yeah.
Or Drew and I have no taste buds.
Yeah.
Because aside from making me hiccup, it's not that bad.
No, like it's tasty.
Yeah, it was actually good. It actually tastes good.
My brother must be watching. He just texted me. I know a guy.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
You know, it's hot. I'm sure he knows a guy.
But you know what though? I think there's two people in the world: people that can handle hot sauce and people that just can't. Like I know people that like
Tabasco.
They're like, holy cow, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
We have a friend, my brother's friend Colin. What we always say is ketchup's too hot for him.
Yes.
Yep.
My wife says she can take heat, but literally if I put a flake of black pepper in a dish, she's like, why is it spicy? I'm like, I didn't put anything in it.
I just put salt and pepper. Salt and pepper, man.
But we tricked Colin one time, and there's a bar we went to, and we were doing bingo, and they have a sauce called the Spicy Death Sauce. It has capsaicin oil in it.
Okay.
You have to sign a waiver. Well, we get it, and we eat it. And we switched Colin's, like, marinara sauce for the death sauce. When he wasn't around. Came back, just dipped, shoved in his mouth.
Oh.
And that pause, when it's just slowly registering, where, like, I think I know what just happened.
And I'm going to kill all of you.
He goes, you didn't, did you? We're like, and we're all giggling like kids. Like
we're like, you know the answer. You know the answer.
These people have some really weird stuff. So this is
yelled at by the owner.
And cherry flavor powder infused ghost pepper dust. So it's like pixie dust, like
you
pixie
can
sticks.
Incorporate it to any meal at like a season.
and it's like sugar
Ooh.
that has ghost pepper in it.
So you could like put it on like a cupcake with frosting.
Yes, little
There you
sprinkle on a
go.
cupcake,
You know?
and kill someone.
It's pretty sprinkles. Try it.
Yeah, it looks pretty in it. Yeah.
I mean, just from looking at this guy, I mean,
yeah. Is that like they do the cinnamon challenge, but this is like the ghost pepper
the ghost pepper challenge.
Pixie dust challenge.
What else? There was another one that looked interesting. It was Carolina Reaper beef jerky.
That looked good. That would be good.
I'd be down with that.
Jerky. You had me at beef jerky.
I would try that.
Yeah, me too.
So this company has a lot of interesting stuff. I'm going to reach out to them and see if we can't work something out with them. But we've had a couple of hot sauce companies get back to us, so we have some cool stuff possibly on the way. All right, Reaper jerky.
Because that looks good.
Let's see. It's 220 times hotter than a jalapeno.
220?
220. That doesn't sound terrible.
That is such a weird scale to give you.
But I mean, Reaper X is hotter than the Carolina Reaper. They're made by the same inventor.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He's coming out with the Apollo pepper, but that jerky would be hot, but it would be good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's jerky, man.
Oh, it's jerky. I mean,
jerky.
That's like saying it's bacon.
It just says
right.
It's 220 times hotter than a jalapeno, so like they don't give you the actual Scoville.
Yeah, which, like I said, that's such a weird like way to like tell you. Like,
right.
What's 220?
It's like, how much do you weigh? I weigh 14 times more than a 4-year-old.
Yeah, right.
Well, that's rather odd. Why would you say it that way?
Do they want us to do the math? You know what I mean? Like, am I supposed to do the Scoville math on that? Like, come on, man.
That doesn't make sense.
Okay, so a jalapeno, I'm doing the math, is between 2,500 and 8,000.
Now, Jamie, you're raising a kid now. Are you doing this in new math?
No, I don't do. I can't understand. Don't even get me on the
new math.
New math.
Oh, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, how do you change?
So 2,500 times. What did they say? 200 times.
220 times.
20. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to.
220, Jamie. You got to be. If we're gonna calculate this.
That's only 550,000.
So that's
about half of what we just did.
No, that's half of what we did last week.
Oh, yeah, because this is supposed to be even hotter than that.
3 million.
So even if they're going with 8,000 times 220, that would be 1.7. So if they're counting a jalapeno as 8,000, then we're in what we did last week.
Yeah. We just want to keep raising the bar. We're going to get to a point.
Eventually, we're going to get to the point where somebody's like, there's nothing.
One drop of capsaicin oil on your
acid.
yeah, right.
We have acid. Would you like acid? I would pour acid on your tongue.
Yeah, let's just keep.
Oh my God!
Keep bringing it up a notch. You know what I mean?
Until we have to have a significant other next to us with emergency services ready, and be like,
until we have to have Zach Smalzer on call at the house.
He's on speed dial.
He's on speed dial now. Drew and I did a vlog the same day. We both went to the Disney outlets. And we bought our sweet jackets.
And those were awesome vlogs. I watched them both.
And we ran into Veronica's face in my vlog was literally like, it needs to be a meme.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It needs to be a meme because her face says it all.
You should have put a little bubble above her head that said, really?
Yes. it literally, her face just says it all. Yeah. But we both did a vlog and we ended up meeting somebody.
Yes, we did.
At the thing, who's like, oh, you guys are YouTubers. They said they wrote for some different publications and things, and they're like, oh, well, I know a couple people who own some hot sauce companies, and so we've become Facebook friends, and I've reached out, and we're gonna see if we got some hookups going in that way.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be attempting some much more fun and hot things. Hold on. I am trying to find Veronica's face for those of you who have not seen my vlog, but where I made Drew buy this jacket, and it's a sweet jacket.
He totally did, Andy. Like, I walked over and I'm like, the jacket. and I'm looking, I'm like, it's $30. And I'm like, but I already have $30 worth of Onward stuff
He
there.
had already loaded.
You know what I mean?
I saw you grabbing the Onward stuff.
He had already loaded his entire little basket
And
with
it was
stuff.
It was like my allowance, dude. You know what I mean? I was just like, I got to get these. And then I'm looking at the jacket and I'm like, this is really nice. And I'm like, nah, I'm not going to push the envelope today.
And then the guy tells me, and I'm looking at the jacket, and the guy, I'm like, yeah, but they don't make it in my size, unfortunately. He goes, oh, we have one XXX that probably would fit you. And it's a little bit big on me, but I was cool with that. So I was like, well, okay. Well, then I had to think about it. I was like, you know what? I called my wife because I'm a good husband. And I was like, there happens to be this really cool Rebel pilot jacket here.
And
She's
I
like,
want
really?
it.
She's like, and you're calling me because... she's like, and you're calling me because... I'm like, it's $30. It's normally $100. This is a good deal.
You got to specify that it was $100. Yeah.
And they have one that fits me. And she's like, you want it, don't you? I'm like, yes, I do. She's like, okay, go. You're fine. Go ahead. Because, I'm not just going to come home with this big, giant, orange, puffy jacket. And she'd be like,
surprise.
I have a feeling that goes back and forth, that it's, but honey, Drew got one. But honey, Amy got one.
So then I'm like, you know what? I'm buying it. So I walk over to Drew and I'm like, guess what? I'm buying the jacket. And he's like, damn it, now I have to.
I was like, I hate you. So I grabbed the jacket and looked at my wife like.
and this is what Drew ended up looking at. And this was the look that we got from Drew's wife in the outlet when Drew.
Just gonna pan over, and that's the face.
Really?
That, you know what that look is? I am trying to kill you with my eyes.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if it was me, because she was looking right at me. She was willing to kill me, I think. Like, Drew was semi-safe because he was one back from me.
I pushed him in front of me and kind of hid behind him,
So, yeah, that wasn't a good look, but we both ended up with jackets.
Yes, we did.
And they're awesome.
And they are awesome. Dude. And Drew and I are going to both put them on when it gets cold enough in Galaxy's Edge, and we are going to walk around Galaxy's Edge. Now, the next thing Drew and I need are Rebel helmets.
Oh, yeah.
It is my logo, so I think it's fitting that I need one.
Printed helmets.
Have you now?
Oh, have you?
I printed a full Red Guard helmet.
Oh, that's awesome.
Dude.
I follow the channel that I saw this crazy VAT-19 stuff on is this channel called Corridor Crew. And they're these guys who make like special effects type YouTube videos. And they do a lot of video game stuff. And they have like 3D printers and they 3D print their own stuff like that. So it's a lot of like the stuff that you do. Like he made like his own face mask and everything for like this video they were shooting and that kind of stuff. And yes, the next frame of the video that I cut off is lasers shoot out of her eyes.
Go down to Christopher Eyes. I think this is more appropriate.
Yeah, it could be that.
Should have married the guy with money. That's what you should have done.
Yep.
But you're rich and
but
that's right. You got that right.
Drew's got the humor. It's all about the humor.
Well, looks ain't everything, buddy.
Oh, I know that.
That's
not how I got mine.
COVID beard. This is actually normally clean.
Wow.
No, it looks good though, man.
It's just 6 months.
Wow.
I don't know if you saw
mine gets any longer than this, and the wife's like, "Where are your clippers?"
Oh, the fiance didn't like it to a point, and then she all of a sudden got to the length where she's like, "I actually like it now."
You're like, "Oh, great, no, but I want to cut it."
Oh man, I hate getting.
I go either way. She just wouldn't let me have just a goatee.
I hate getting breaking news, but my Google just breaking news now.
Uh-oh.
In addition to the 27,000 people that they're laying off 400 Imagineers.
Disney strangers. Is there any hot sauce in the beard? Let me.
So
4,000.
400 Imagineers, and there aren't that many Imagineers. That's the whole thing.
400 Imagineers.
The Imagineering group is not that large.
That's crazy, dude. What is going on, man?
Is it a layoff? Doesn't mean fired. It doesn't. I mean,
It says this one says laid off, not fired. So this could be furloughed or
that's essentially furloughed. You get laid off. That's what my boss did to me when I worked at the 3D printer company. He laid us off so we can get unemployment.
Right.
Yeah.
But he has to lay you off. You get your unemployment, and they can bring you right back.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I guess they're saying it's because of the West Coast not being open. They were hoping that was going to be open, and it didn't happen. And then, dude, it's just bad all around. I mean,
yeah, I had to get a new job. Now I start at 6 a.m. and every day. And
how's that going, Andy? How's the job going?
It's weird because I don't do good with manual labor because I used to love it. I used to just always work on stuff and manual. Yep. I can sit at a desk and build stuff, but this is standing and manual labor. I'm building the rollers for conveyor systems.
Okay. Yeah.
The motorized rollers and all that. And the whole conveyor, section, I'm building those. And it's just so much manual labor that I don't know if it's the diabetes, but it just drains me. So it's I'm pushing through it just because it's, some income for now.
Yeah.
We'll see if my boss at CME calls me back in a couple months.
Yeah.
But
dude, I'm telling you that manual labor, like I'm a baker, over at the college, but I mean, I grew up doing, insulating houses, masonry work. Like I love doing manual labor, man.
Yeah.
So, but I'm 40, well, almost 40. And it's like,
40.
Yeah. And I'm like, dude, I couldn't even imagine doing a week's worth of like stone work again. Like I'd be done, man.
Yeah.
I'd be done.
It's different when I do stuff around my house. It's like when I do stuff around like a project around my house, like it's just a one-off thing and I'm doing something like that's different. But like, to do it every day over and over again, like the way my mind works, that's why I went for like creative design and things like that. Cause I get to, even though like I may work at the same place, I do something different for each thing.
Right.
So like, I think that's why I like creating videos and I like editing because like I get to do something different each time. And like if you wanted to torture me, you would stick me like Andy on an assembly line where I had to repeat the same thing over and over with no variation.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't work for me. Like,
I'm seeing because they want to fast track me to a wiring that they're coming up with in a couple months. I mean, give me wiring, give me soldering, give me, electrical work. I'm awesome with that. I love it. Just give me a bench or something to work at.
Right.
But heavy like rollers and lifting and it's like,
well, dude, and it'll drain you regardless of
mentally.
Having
it'd be almost just
condition.
the mental aspect of it for me would be the hard part.
Well, and that I worked in a factory. What the heck? What do we make? We made like
I love it. The butcher dad cooks as the baker and the candlestick maker with his 3D printer.
That's awesome.
I love it.
Nice.
That's great, man. But yeah, no, I worked at a factory, dude, and I felt like a robot. It was a 12-hour shift. Had to, wear earplugs because it was so loud in there. And it was like, wait for these things to come down on the conveyor belt, put them on the tray, then bring the tray over and set them over here, and then go
tangent.
back.
We haven't had a tangent tonight. I need a tangent.
We haven't had a tangent. Do it.
It's crazy because we had a guest and we were talking to him and things ran. So they ran too smoothly. I have to tangent. So my first job that I got as an actual like designer when I moved down here was for a company called Recaton. And they made like all of the things you used to buy for your cable, like little connectors. They made like the little curlicue phone cords back in the day when people had connected phones. Like
so long ago.
L bracket connectors for cables and all these stuff.
You don't get a kink in and never get it out.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're like, so, and one of the other companies they owned was a company called Jensen, which was an audio, like a mobile audio thing.
I installed their car audio.
Yeah. So I worked for them and they had a factory at the same place and they did the same thing, put little widgets together. And one of the things they put together was RCAs. So for little RCA things, and they put gold tips on them. Well, they're not really gold. They're just gold colored. Well, somebody got fired because they stole a whole load of the gold tips.
Like a pallet?
Yeah, like a pallet. Like they broke a hole in the wall and backed a truck up. And this is a person who worked at the place. Like, they clearly saw them.
It's always an inside job.
And then loaded a pallet of these gold tips onto their truck and then drove away.
Dude.
Like, never to be seen.
Like, what are you gonna do with that? Are we gonna melt it down and make jewelry? You know what I mean?
We were like,
are you gonna find your gold buyers in the back alleys? And
yeah. Like, and this was their brilliant plan, was to steal the gold tips of the RCA connectors, which, by the way, were gold colored, not gold. There was zero gold in them.
Wow.
And we thought we were idiots.
Yeah, we're two idiots, but I'm not that much of an idiot.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, that's my tangent. That was my first little job that I got out of school as an actual designer. My first job was selling cars when I moved down here. I sold cars.
I was gonna say, you want to find something that doesn't surprise you every day. Work retail.
Yeah. Oh no, I put myself.
Do that. Like, I didn't think people can do that.
I did sales. I put myself, through school. I worked when I went through art school. I worked at little electronic shops and stereo shops and stuff because I always loved gadgets and things like that. So, dude, I worked at a place called Montgomery Ward, and it was the Electric Avenue. Was the name of the.
I'm 40. I remember this.
So while I worked there was one of the kids who worked with us who he needed Ritalin. Like, he was like addicted to Ritalin.
Oh God.
So he would like buy Ritalin off of people and whatnot. So he got caught taking big screen TVs, and then he would mark them down in the computer as open box.
Oh yeah, I've seen people do that.
And for $1, and then he put the price at $1, and then people would come in, and he would trade them a TV for Ritalin.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And this wasn't like flat screen TV days.
No,
this was like big 500-pound TVs. And so he would ring them up, give them their little receipt, and you had to go back to the shipping dock, and they'd hand the thing to the person, and they'd bring the TV out and load them, because the person who looked at the thing doesn't see the price they paid. They would just see a pick ticket to say, okay, load a truck. He gave away, I think, I don't know, it was like 14 or 15 TVs before they caught him. So he was trading Ritalin for TVs.
Wow, he must have had a lot of fun.
Oh, he was an interesting dude. But yeah, so I sold a bunch of stuff through college and all that kind of stuff. So that was an interesting time. But I sold cars when I first moved down here. We just bought a new car.
Yes, you did. Congratulations.
Yes, man. We bought a Kia Sportage.
That's what we want to upgrade to, because right now we're in the Kia Soul, which I love.
You're in the Hamster.
I'm in the Hamster.
Which is what we call it, the Hamster.
Yep, I'm in the Hamster, the alien green hamster. But
the alien green hamster. I have to say, we are Kia fans.
Me too.
This is our third Kia. And they treated us well, and I'm the worst person for a car dealer to sell a car to.
Yeah.
Because I've done all the tricks, and I know all the tricks, and like literally, I basically just tell them, here's what you're going to give me, and if you want to give me that, I'll buy a car, but don't call me unless you're giving me that. Yep. And then eventually one of them will break down and say, okay.
Yeah, well, because they want to make the sale, man.
Ooh.
I'll give you guys a ride when I come down for the honeymoon.
Yeah, well, you got a Tesla, right?
Oh, yeah.
Nice, dude.
What I really wanted was the Tesla SUV. But
the Model X is just absurdly priced.
The price difference between what we leased and that is just absurd.
I got a Model 3, so...
I love that. I almost had the wife convinced, but she wants a crossover. She does not want a car.
The only reason I bought it when I did is I had a 2018.
That's tough, man. 32 years at Macy's. Woof.
I had a 2018 Crosstrek. Loved it. Subaru, awesome vehicles.
I love Subarus.
Yeah, me too.
Then I'm like, I really want a Tesla. I just want one. And so, they had the rear wheel long range that was cheaper, but I still get the range I needed. So I got a quote for what they'd give me in my trade-in. Well, they were offering me 20 grand for my Subaru when I paid like 23 for it, and I had it for a year and a half.
Mm.
And I'm just like, they're giving me almost exactly what I paid for it.
Right.
Throw that into the Tesla and just keep making the same payments I'm making now.
And you can drive around in a Tesla.
And I can drive around in a Tesla.
And be like, I'm going to give Drew and Dad to the Tesla.
Yes. So I think Tesla just announced like a Plaid. Oh, thank you, Camilla.
The Model S Plaid.
The Model S Plaid.
It's going Plaid?
Yes.
0 to 60 at 1.9.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you guys don't know, I guess he's a fan of Spaceballs because in some of the Teslas there is a ludicrous mode.
Awesome.
And it just basically takes all of the power and puts it to the wheels and it's all about acceleration. And
toys in that car.
Yeah.
And he's a dork. There's an emission testing mode. You can press on any seat. It shows a picture of the seats, and it's a whoopee cushion. You can make a fart come from any corner of the car.
Oh my god, that's hilarious!
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's a mode. I can just.
That is insane, man.
Oh, it's hilarious.
So, because in Spaceballs they go ludicrous speed to try to catch up to them. So the bad guys, Dark Helmet, gets ludicrous speed. And then the only thing faster than ludicrous speed is Plaid.
Is going Plaid.
So in September of 2019, he announced with a tweet, the only thing beyond ludicrous is Plaid. That they were going to be offering a Plaid mode card. It's going to start at $140,000.
Wait, how much?
140. Not bad,
Yeah.
But when you consider
a launch coaster at any time,
a launch coaster. You could race the new Velocity sucker thing and win to 60 miles an hour before it got there because this thing is that crazy.
Because it goes Plaid.
I mean, I'm a car guy. I love cars. Always have.
But it also gets like 500 miles through a charge.
To the gallon?
Yeah, to the gallon. What's a gallon?
That's it?
So,
500 miles of charge.
I have to say, it's not as good.
No.
It's not as good as Unicorn Kisses, but it is tasty.
It is tasty. I told you, Unicorn Kisses for me was the best out of all of them. And
I'm sorry, I've never had it.
You've never had any Polar?
But when
do you drink seltzer? Have you ever tried seltzers or flavored waters?
SodaStream, but yeah, I mean, back in the day, clearly Canadian. There's my age. But
it's pretty bad because I knew exactly what you were talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have, and a lot of them, like, I can't stand the aftertaste.
There is no. Well, that's the difference. These are not like diet sodas. Like I can't stand diet soda aftertastes or anything like artificial sweeteners.
Yeah, I drink diet sodas.
I can't stand that. That to me, I can't do. I can't do the diet sodas.
The aspartame or whatever.
The aspartame or whatever it is. Just I'd rather drink a regular Coke and.
Because I saw you going crazy over that Unicorn Kisses one.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
There's a convenience store by me that
I don't know. I don't know if
you'll be able
to
sell them over to you, Andy.
I don't know if you'll be able to get the little ones because apparently Drew said these only sell them in Maine or whatever it is.
No, that they had that in a 6-pack or something, and and they had one. Yeah, it's right by me in the CVS pharmacy.
You should try it, buddy.
Kisses,
the Unicorn Kisses one is the good one.
I'll go get that this weekend.
Do you happen to also have any? Do you have any Moxie near you? Can you get Moxie?
I've
because
never.
I need to find more Moxie because I'm down to my last Moxie.
I'll give you a case when I meet up with you again, and Andy, I got a Moxie for when you come down. But
yes,
absolutely.
So here's some things that. I haven't seen that one. It's a new can.
Mango
with
mango limeade.
That's a new can.
Yes, it is.
New design.
I think too. Let's see if this is any good.
Off to Fantasyland. What is Unicorn Kisses? Unicorn Kisses. Ooh. a little piece of hot sauce dislodged itself. It was hiding by my uvula.
Hot sauce revenge.
Woo! What Unicorn Kisses is, there is a group of these little Pixie light cans that Drew brought me that they sell in Maine, and it's a special flavor of seltzer water. And the thing is, they don't sell it here in Florida, and they don't tell you what the flavors are on that can. It is literally just called Unicorn Kisses, and it tastes like Unicorn Kisses. Like if I were to, now if they should have called it Unicorn Tears, because that would have just made it like, you know, so rare.
But then it's sad.
Yeah, then it's sad.
You know what I mean?
They could be crying from laughing.
Go Harry Potter, call it Unicorn Blood.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
Gives you powers.
Drew, I gotta try that I'm gonna try that Starbucks hack because I don't know what the real one tastes like. Yeah, but I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, try it, and then I'm gonna try it.
You have to try it because you know what it's supposed to taste like.
Andy, have you ever tried it? The popcorn. The popcorn.
I've never been to Universal.
Dude,
been to only Disney.
We were so in it. I didn't play any of our intros or nothing, but that's okay. We'll save them for another time.
In October, when I went with the fiance's family, there was one off day that we were debating going to Universal, but two of the niece and nephew, they didn't go to the park.
Off the Fantasyland is so confused right now. She's like, these people are talking about unicorn kisses and things. She's like, I don't understand what's going on.
Well, this happened earlier, and that's
yes,
what
it did.
started.
Yes, it did. That started everything.
It really did.
And I will say, so we will be doing some special Dad and Drew vlog content specifically for this new channel. I'm really happy that our new channel, we had like 16 people at one point in time in here. That was awesome. So we are going to do some special content that is just for this channel. You won't find it on Dad's channel and you won't find it on Drew's channel, but you'll only find it here. Yep. And some of the things I was thinking of doing was we're going to make some recipes using these crazy hot sauces.
Yeah. Combine two hot ones.
Combine two somethings or whatever. Bake something and put really hot. We need to do a cupcake with pixie dust of heat on it or something. That would be crazy.
With pixie dust and drink unicorn kisses.
Go to Disney Springs. Drew and Dad on the street. Having people try hot sauce.
Oh, yeah. Sign a waiver because we'd get kicked out.
But no, but Andy, if you get a chance to go to Universal, I know Jamie is a hater, and I understand.
I'd love to go. I'd love to see it. It was just the price.
I could go for a day.
More.
Yeah,
I would be okay going for a day. I can't see myself buying passes.
But to do one day would have been more expensive because you have to hit both those parks.
Yeah,
and you got to get the Hopper ticket.
Well, and you got to pay for the fast passes there if you want to be able to get everything done.
You could, but the Harry Potter, Wizarding World of Harry Potter alone,
was awesome. I love watching. When you were there, I was like, that place was awesome.
Well, and the thing is, I was not a Harry Potter fan before I went there. You know what I mean? I didn't watch the movies or anything, and then I went there, and I'm like,
this is weird.
But it was insanely awesome. Weird. But I'm like looking around, seeing all these people like getting into it, and I'm like, I want to get into this.
They're wearing their robes and they got their hats and they got the wands. And
it was like being in Galaxy's Edge, where I'm like, this is my spot, this is my jam, and then I'm like, these people are doing sort of the same thing, but they're on this different, path or whatever. So then I started watching the movies, and I'm like,
and that's where I think Universal did it better. They put the actual locations from the movies in the place versus we say it every time, man. Yep. Why didn't you give us the places we wanted?
Yeah.
Really, because the people that are the most excited about the Galaxy's Edge are us.
I was going to say,
and the other people who weren't excited
all about the originals,
wouldn't have known the difference. They wouldn't know that it's nothing. They would have. It still would have been a cantina. They would have still walked in and been like, "This is a cool Star Wars bar."
Dude, but that's it. No, and that right there is what blows my mind because, like,
they just keep playing the song.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I thought? No,
it'd be worse than there'd be people who would come out like Small World. They'd be like, who had the night terrors of Small World. It would be that song.
Have you seen the Family Guy version?
Yes.
Play the same song. Okay, the same song.
Yeah.
Yes, with him as Han Solo. Oh,
That was
But,
fantastic.
You know what I love about that, dude? It cracked me up. I remember the first time I watched it is when you got Peter and they're taking off in the Millennium Falcon, and he's like holding the couch and like driving around there. He's like, easy.
The amount of jokes they put in there were great, but how accurate they followed the story
Yes,
was even better.
Yep.
the funny thing is, there's a guy who goes to all the Star Wars celebrations, and he's like this famous cosplayer, and he looks just like Peter Griffin, and he dresses up as Peter Griffin as Han Solo.
That's
And
awesome.
I got to meet him, and I got to take a picture with him.
Did you
And it was
really?
like my greatest picture I ever had. I have to find. I don't know where it is, but it's
Just say, you gotta
so
bring it on the
great.
show, dude. You got to show us.
I have it stored somewhere.
That's awesome.
Peter Griffin Han Solo cosplay. This guy's like famous in the cosplay thing, like because he literally looks like he looks just like him. Here, hold on.
I always wanted to kind of get into that cosplay, man. I think that'd be fun. I just don't have the money to pay for some of that stuff, dude. Oh
Like
my
he
God.
looks like a real life
That is-
And the giant chicken's cool.
him and the giant chicken. He looks
Dude.
like a real life Peter Griffin.
that is
And so I have a picture of
fantastic.
me and him like
Dude, that is so awesome. Oh my word, dude.
Oh, that. Speaking of,
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's gone.
He's
Yeah,
got that.
And
The,
he's
the-
like, I'm
the
outta
last
here.
stab won. The last stab won.
Ooh, dude.
Ray's lightsaber at the end of the
The
series.
last movie, yeah.
This is
Wow.
my Savi saber.
That's so
I'm not
cool.
kidding.
You like modded it?
Ah, he totally modded that.
It's the same Savi's core,
Right.
and the lights even come through the vents.
That's so cool. Now, did you model that yourself, or was that on
It's on
Thingiverse?
Thingiverse. It's on
Dude,
Thingiverse.
Thingiverse is so cool.
If you want cool stuff, you go there, you find it, you print it.
And
I
that
love
whole
her-
thing is just so cool.
I wish this got more screen time. At the end, when they showed that saber, I'm like, that is one of the coolest sabers of the
It
series.
is literally one of the
And
coolest.
it got like 5 seconds of screen time.
Yeah.
And
I was
like,
wishing
this
they were gonna
glows
like
when it's on-
do
when it-
more of it.
No, but they always do that, man. Same with Darth Maul, dude. Little bit of screen time, man.
Yeah. Dude, speaking of that, I'm hoping if they go in that route and they give him like his own series live action,
Oh,
I'm
and about-
okay.
That's what I meant to ask. Can you even buy the yellow kyber crystals?
Yes,
Okay, they do sell them.
they do sell them. They actually had them before they released the movie, which was weird. There were yellow kyber crystals. There were yellow kyber crystals.
Because there's a red one in this, but I just reprogrammed it to yellow.
Okay.
Did you really?
Yeah, I bought a RFID reprogrammer, so I didn't have to buy all the kyber crystals. I just can reprogram it.
Nice.
Smart, dude.
Dude, that's awesome. So like the kyber crystal, it's just a computer chip basically that tells it what color to turn. Because
RFID, just like access card, like that lets you in a building. Ding! It just
yeah, because all of the
there's just a reader inside.
right, because all the LEDs are already in the blade, right?
Yeah, it's just a multicolored LED blade, and whatever crystal you put in there, it just sends the signal for that color of the blade.
That's so cool.
So the RFID, it knows.
I actually found my my vlog where we built ours, and I'm actually going to put it up here soon. I just got it back up so that I can put it on the new channel. But I will tell anybody who hasn't done that,
best experience ever.
you have to do it.
I know. I
Experience
got to
ever.
do it. I got to
You
do it, man.
have
But I
to
got
do
to.
it.
But I'm going to
I
go
mean, I'm not
back
just
and
saying that because it
see.
was me and my dad too. It was just
But
like
if you thought
That
the
just
look
made
that he
ice
got for
cream
the
cake.
$30 jacket was bad, can you imagine the $200 lightsaber look?
You know what? I'll just say it's my birthday. I'll do it during my birthday.
You know what you do? You
a couple
say,
nights
you
on the couch as well.
just say Jamie got one.
Yeah, right. What's that, Jamie?
You just say Jamie got one.
No, I will. I'm gonna. I'll do it.
That's all you have to do.
When you're sleeping on the couch, you can sit there playing with your little lightsaber.
Look what I'm doing, honey.
I told you it was worth $200.
And a third night on the couch.
I told you it was worth $200.
Worth it.
Now 4. Oh. But birthdays. It is my wife's birthday today.
Hey, happy birthday
happy
to the queen.
And I'm saying that because I'm kind of wanting her to come on and say hello if she's watching.
Yes.
Right.
At this point, we have turned this just into a Zoom call and hanging out.
That's pretty much what happens here most of the time anyway. Like this one was pretty
you guys never
structured.
met me,
No.
I'm just the creepy guy who hangs out in the chat comments all the time.
Yeah, but you know what?
No, but dude, I
we
love
hang out
having
with
a
creepy
face,
guys all
man.
the time.
Yeah, I hang out with this guy all the time.
He met me and he was like, you know what? That guy's got the goods. I'm gonna go hang out with him.
I mean, the pandemic hit and I started watching all these Disney, live streamers ever since the cast member day.
Right.
So I'm like watching them. I'm like, okay, I miss being back at Disney. I mean, I went in October and I said I have to be back, so I rebooked for March. Hi, Queen.
Said,
Yay!
It's happy
18th birthday.
Thank you. What 18?
What are you going to do now that you're officially legal? That's nice.
He wants to know what you're going to do now that you're officially 18.
I don't know yet.
I don't know. But can you believe this woman puts up with this guy?
That's why she's the queen.
Yep. She really is, man. She really is.
Yeah. I don't know how that works, but and the fact that she makes you be able to have a live stream is amazing because you would not have anything.
I wouldn't have anything. Man.
Yeah, I just need you people to know that there would be no Drew in the moment if there was no Veronica. Yep. It should be called Veronica in the moment.
Oh, she's taking over my channel slowly. More people are like, hey, Drew, is Veronica there? And I'm like, yeah, let me get her. Hold on.
Hey, say hi to Veronica. Hey, say hi to Veronica. Hey, say hi to Veronica.
Oh, yeah. In the chat constantly.
And I'm just like, I want to go, here you go. But the problem is, if I hand her that and she takes the channel over, then I'm literally doing nothing.
Yeah, because you can't do the tech support part and you bring nothing to the table.
Then you're just dancing in Disney.
Yeah, I'm just doing this stuff. And they're like, hey, look at that weird, creepy guy just dancing around.
Why is his wife vlogging and he just dances behind her? That's really odd.
That guy's creepy. Does that woman even know that guy?
Nice.
Yeah, I basically started watching all these live streams. I just search YouTube Disney filter live, and and that's what I just keep refreshing. Yep. And then I came across Drew's channel. I'm just like, this guy's got the personality of exactly how I am. I mean, he's just exactly like the personality is just like, yeah, I know this guy. I just know it. So
no, it's awesome, man.
Got to be there, and that's like every time it's like, yeah, okay, this guy is. Just...
And Drew, man, what are you up to? You're almost at 1,500 now. By now, well, you got to be close, right?
I'm 1551.
That's what I thought. You blasted past the 15. Congratulations, man.
No, thanks, dude. No,
I didn't subscribe. I just kept following him until I was the 1,000.
Yes.
Yeah, you were
wait, 1,000.
Yeah. You're like, we might hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm like, I kept refreshing the page. I'm like, 999 subscribe, and I watched the thing over to 1K, and I'm like,
and then YouTube was like, we're gonna take like 11 of those subscribers.
And now you have 980. And now you're 974. And now you have 999.
But Andy, honestly, like you kept coming in the chats, and like I watch people, like some people say some stuff that I'm like, okay, yeah, they're going to be problematic. But you kept coming in. No, and you were just like, you were on it, man. You were
logic. I'm just, just chatting and following, queuing off you and just like, oh, you want to know what time that was? And I'm just up.
And I was just like,
Drew's to the point now where he doesn't even ask, like, or try to figure. He's like, hey, Andy, how long's the wait for?
No, I did. One day, I'm like,
I just turn it on and bam.
Oh, I know. One day I was like, I'm not sure what the wait is because somebody asked me. I'm like, hey, Andy, what's the wait?
Then I give you all the wait times.
Oh, you do? No, and that was awesome. And I remember we were sitting on the Splash Mountain when it was getting all screwed up and we were stalled. And I looked over at Veronica. She looks at me. I go, I'm giving Andy a wrench. Boom.
I remember, because you were sitting on Splash Mountain. And I'm just like, And I said, I didn't even I don't look at my name. And
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
wrote something. I go, the hell? Did I just get wrenched?
I was like,
Yeah, you had like 300. You had 300 plus in your last live stream at Magic Kingdom, right?
I don't.
growing.
Yeah, it was like 360 at one point or whatever. But I had like a solid. It was crazy, man. It was like 300 for, consistent. For
a amount of time. No, that was
just a side joke. Drink water, Drew.
Nice master.
Nice guy. I don't want to get into this. You guys are on the page. What I'm trying to say, it's like,
oh no, we know. Oh, trust me, we know. We know.
No,
Human's not human.
Dude,
That's
all, we think
special.
Yeah,
maybe.
That's where I was thinking.
That's what we're thinking.
Yeah, which and that's cool. You know what I mean? It's just like, but you don't know.
Actually, yes, I meant to bring that up. Sorry, I did get your package, Drew. I love it, and I love you put that button in there. And I was like, honey, and like the card, you went above and beyond. That is amazing. I totally appreciate that. I'm like, and you were worried about me giving a stranger money.
Well, I'm strange, but now we're not strangers, man. Now we're not.
It was so funny. The first time that Drew offered to,
did you paid him already? I'm like, yeah, I paid him. He picked it up for me. What am I?
I know where he vlogs, man.
I can go on his channel and figure it out
and be like, hey, jerk, where's my stuff?
It's so funny. Like the first time that Drew did that for somebody, he picked something up for somebody. And I immediately texted him. I'm like, Drew, do not get stuck because people will start thinking you're a personal shopper. Make sure you tell them that you're not doing this for everybody.
Yeah. Well,
because I have had so many people.
Oh, you probably. I'm sure.
So many people have tried to say like, well, you're already there.
Yeah.
Why don't you just do it? I'm like, because if I do it for you,
I have to do it for everyone.
I have to do it for everybody, and I'm not a personal shopper.
No. Well,
but it's different when you have so I'm like, keep it on the download. Don't make it so obvious. Like,
I saw Batu and Spire come back, and I'm like, Drew, when you're at Hollywood.
Well, you know what? But that was the thing, though. Like when I picked up that one item the first time for Nina, because Nina was cool. And then somebody was like, "Are you a shopper?" Now,
and then Drew goes, "I can shop sometimes. I shop." I'm like, "No, Drew, no, do not tell them that."
I love shopping.
There's just stuff I don't like. I don't know. Like I don't pay attention to these things.
Disney shopper is a thing,
right?
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. And then Jamie told me later. I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then yesterday we were at Disney Springs, and I had already told Disney Stranger that I was going to pick him up the Oswald shirt. But when I went the first time, they didn't have. No,
Disney Stranger. It's fine. Like Friends, this group of people, 100%, no problems. It's the random people that hear that they did it for you, where I have gotten, no joke, 15 or 20 messages like, "Hey, when you're there, can you pick this up?" And "Hey, when you do it, and it's like, so it's like we got to keep that on a side channel. So text me.
Yeah.
Well,
when you need the stuff.
When I saw Batu and Spire, and
he's like, whatever. No,
and you know
and that's fine. And I'm not trying to make it.
It's going to be there when I'm there next year. And I'm like,
that
stuff was insane when it first came out, and then they came out with a silver. I'm like, I need this. It's the same price as a gift card.
Yep.
But you
need it in my life. Need it in your life. You need it in your life, dude.
Okay, just let Drew know next time because I don't have a pass. So let's let Drew know.
No, but I specified yesterday. I was like, listen, everybody who's watching.
I heard you say it.
I am not a shopper. This is for a friend.
And
that's the
we
thing.
are friends.
People that show up in my lives, and I get to know you, and it's like, But
it's never those people who will press the point.
Yeah,
it's the random person who the first time they're ever in your stream, and they're like, "Oh, hey, can you get that for me?"
Hey,
I don't know you.
It's like, but you got it for Andy.
Hey, guys, do you need a moderator?
Sally,
have you a mod?
I have sent so many.
I was there. I saw him watching. Like, hey, you need mods? I can help.
You're like,
help with what?
No, I don't need your help.
No, I was just like, no, I've got enough mods. Thanks.
Yeah, Sally, I had when my outlet vlogs were big before on the other channel. I had sent I don't know how many just links to Liz's page. I was like, go here, she does it. Go here, she does it. She does it. She does it.
Leave me alone. Be alone.
I don't want to be a shopper.
Yeah,
like
don't
I
either.
pick things up for friends and family, and
And
I still
myself.
get looks. I still get
ourselves.
looks when I buy stuff.
Oh
Like
yeah,
I had a big basket the last time I went, not to international, but to the Vineland one, because I was picking up stuff for some family and some friends and whatnot. So I had like not a huge basket, but a good sized basket. And this guy looks at me and he's like, "It's a lot of stuff. Why do you have that much stuff?" And I wanted to be not Disney. I wanted to not be Disney dad. And I wanted to be like, I wanted to be like, you know, you have a funny looking face. Why does your face look like that?
Why are you the way?
If we're asking inappropriate questions, why not ask other inappropriate questions?
Well, it's like
But
people ask,
what's
why'd
your
you buy a
shoe size?
Tesla? I wanted one.
Right.
yeah,
I bought one because I think it's cool. I want one.
and so I was like,
I did.
I shop for friends and family. Like I'm like, this is like all going to family and friends, and like, oh, you must have a big family. I'm like, dude, I'm really close to yelling at you in my head, but I was really nice. Oh, okay, have a good day.
Have a magical day.
No, stop, Disney stranger. It's fine. You're a friend. You are like part of the fam.
Yeah, no, it's different. Like I said, you asked me, and I said absolutely I will. If I don't want to do it, I'll outright tell you.
And
yeah,
he'll just
like,
tell you
no.
like you told Pete. No, I don't want to be on your show.
Dude,
But
I can't believe that.
Dude,
No,
that's
Pete
so
McDevitt.
funny.
no, but you know what it is? No, I'm serious though. I have gotten random
No, I know.
stuff
Yeah.
from many people that I'm like, I don't know you. What's your angle? Like, and this was
Dude, I've
back-
had people who've asked me to meet up.
Yeah, no, I have too. Trust me.
Like
It's
just a random Instagram person who's like, hey, next time you and your family are at the parks, let me know. I'd like to meet up with you.
yeah, no.
And like it's like not somebody I've interacted with or anything at all. And it just that seems, that seems a little sketchy right now.
Now, Jamie, when you're at a park and if somebody says, man, I really want one of those, I wish I could have one. Do you go look at the camera and go, that's a good idea. I'm going to go get one of those and eat it just like a frozen apple pie or some macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
And then you're like, you know what? I'm going to get both of those. And then,
I would totally do that. If somebody's like,
oh,
oh, you know what? I really wish I was there and I could have that. You know what? I'm going to go get that right now and eat that right in front of you here live. In
Both
4K.
and then turns it on himself and goes, yep, it's delicious. Man, that's good.
I owe you. Like
What
I said,
are you looking
I owe
for,
you some mac-
Krista? What are you looking for on Shop Disney? I gotta go back up. What is Krista? The pumpkin Mickey pillow.
Oh,
I've seen
you know
that.
what? That thing, I only saw that at Magic Kingdom, and I only saw it one time I went in, and then I haven't seen it
Then
since.
gone. I haven't seen it anywhere else.
I haven't seen it since. But I think Disney Stranger called me Shaggy in the Guinevere Mystery Machine for some reason. I just read that.
I don't know why he said that.
I don't know.
Oh, here. I have to show you guys. I know my vlog's out in a second, but I got to show you. Hold on. Wait here for a second.
We're only
to
going to
Andy.
wait 1 second. Oh, great. Now I got to talk to Andy the whole time?
Jeez. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. I'm eating. We're not eating at a restaurant Epcot Day. I am eating around the world at every place. We're doing every place.
You got
I need sushi. I need hummy fries.
The hummy fries. Oh yeah, dude.
Yes, the Mandalorian. That was
$9.99 on Shop Disney.
Yeah, it's
They're
still
sold out. They're sold out.
Because when you talked about it, it was still there.
They're sold out now.
Okay.
But dude,
it's so awesome.
I actually like this better than the Falcon one. Believe it or not, like
I think this one
like,
pops more. No, but this one pops more.
What, the $80-something Falcon one?
Yeah, I almost bought that. I was heading back.
Oh.
I was on my way back to Disney Springs the following weekend to purchase that with our annual pass discount because my daughter's still an annual pass holder. So I was using her annual pass to purchase things to get the 30%.
You paid the money to get the pass, dude.
But my dad paid the money.
Like I said, your
Pop
dad
up.
paid the money.
Pop up. Like it pop up. That's her thing. She knows how to work pop up.
Yeah.
But dude, and then that one went on sale for $10 and I was like, I just have to buy that. I have to. Did you guys order one, Drew? Did you guys get to order one? Because I know you said you wanted one.
No, I wanted it and we didn't get to order it. So and now you said it's not.
It's sold out. Yeah, because I have a vlog coming out with the unboxing of this and whatnot. And dude, I'm gonna put that out tomorrow. It's so great. It's gonna match my Rebel jacket so good.
We ended up buying my my son the.
Did you buy him the Baby Yoda?
Well, we already had bought it for him for Christmas, and then we came home and he was all bummed out, and I'm like, "Here you go, dude." So we gave it to him. Hey, Lucas, come here, dude.
By the way, this is the greatest thing I have ever. This is what kids are today. By the way, they were watching him on his live stream, and the phone rings. So Veronica picks up the phone. She's like, "Hello," and it's his son saying, "Hey, that thing that you just showed on your live stream,
I want it.
I want that." Like
buy it for me.
He was ordering off of Drew's live stream like it was QVC.
Fantastic.
Dude, he totally
and I'm like, this is the greatest thing in the world. Like, if I was a kid and my dad went and he vlogged it and he's showing all this stuff, I'd be like, that one.
Oh, yeah, dude, I know. Like, back in the day, I want that Ninja Turtle, and then I want that G.I. Joe, and yeah, kids, man.
You got to figure out how to put a timer on Streamlabs, so when you're showing merchandise, you put a little clock. 30-second clock. Call in now.
Call in now.
1-800 in the moment.
Oh.
Now, dude, listen.
Oh, his makes noise. Mine doesn't make noise.
You gotta get the one with the frog.
Mine doesn't make noise.
Isn't that crazy, dude? But I'll tell you, man, the quality and detail on this is
that one
astounding.
Is the best one.
It
absolutely
absolutely
is. A little bit
is.
bigger one with the frog, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was the little one with the frog.
Yeah, I don't even live there, and I know all the merch. I know the box and everything. I'm like, yeah, no, that's the. Well, that's also because that's the one that Jenna has and took it around the park for a week straight.
Okay, I'm gonna share this, Drew. You didn't see this one before, but this is the. I really want this one.
Oh, the little one that I didn't see?
No, this one. Watch this thing.
Oh yeah, the animatronic. What? It comes with the necklace.
It like blinks. He does the force.
Dude, what
the ears
heck,
move.
Man? I hope my son isn't watching this right now.
It sleeps when you lay it down.
Dude. That's going to be on back order.
Dude, I need that. I need that.
Looking at that, how accurate is this?
That's very accurate, by the way.
Very accurate, dude.
I made the brown chain or the.
That's very accurate, by the way.
That's awesome.
But dude, how cool is that?
Yeah, no, my son's
by the way,
want it.
If you notice behind me, I'll move. My Baby Yoda is gone. The kiddo is babysitting.
Ooh.
She's Baby Yoda sitting.
She's Baby Yoda.
And she's taken Baby Yoda, and now Baby Yoda is apparently a girl because Baby Yoda has earrings and a crown and like a bedazzled bracelet. So she yells into me when I'm working yesterday. She goes, "Daddy, is Baby Yoda a boy or a girl?" And I'm like, "We don't really know, but I think he's a boy." And she goes, "I think he's a girl because he likes the stuff I did to him." So I come out and he's literally got a princess crown on and big little dangly earrings. And I'm like, okay, he's a girl. He's adorable.
What do you do with that, man? You can't get upset.
And they waited too long for season 2 because they're actually going to talk about that species.
Yeah.
It's Baby Yoda now. And I think they ruined it, like waiting so long to actually give it a species name or something because everyone just calls it Baby Yoda. Well,
they get mad if you call it Baby Yoda. Like if you ever ran into Jon Favreau or Dave Filoni, like they will like get mad at you if you call it Baby Yoda. Like it's the child.
And I do that in others' chat. I'm like, it's the child. They're gonna give it the species a name. This thing's in a totally different timeline of Yoda.
It can't be Yoda's baby. Yoda's dead.
Yeah. But but once again, you're going to get some people typically that have never really watched Star Wars, don't really know the stuff, and then they're like, "Oh, it looks like Yoda, Baby Yoda."
I don't know if Baby Yoda comes potty trained or not, but
My brother just texted me. He was apparently still watching. He just said that's the updated version of the Furby.
Furbies were a little creepy though.
And that I mean,
That's a little creepy.
Yeah,
but not, it's
they
cute
probably
though.
use the same internals as a Furby. It's very similar.
Yes, the miniature baby eating a frog one is the cutest one. The small ones you found there, Drew, remember the ones I pointed out? I'm like, those are the ones that I was saying that were awesome?
Yeah.
Where he's got the frog in his mouth?
Yeah. I know. I just got to start spending more money.
So here's one of the things. So October 30th, the season 2 comes out. It's a Friday. I'll probably watch it before. So it will be my second viewing. I don't know if I'll be able to like hold off to be like a first watch with everybody at night. But knowing me, I'll probably have to watch it when it like immediately comes out at midnight the night before or something. But that Friday, Drew, you down to do like a little watch party? We'll watch it and comment on it and everything, and then we can break it down at the end.
I think you know the answer to that, my friend.
Andy, I think right now we can have 6 people on the screen unless we pay. That's one thing we're going to be working on, people. Would you be willing to be part of that on a Friday night? Is it something you could pull off, or you work?
Oh yeah. No, I work, but I'm off by 3:30 your time.
Perfect. So we will put, and I think I have another couple people who might be interested that I know of. So that's one of the things we're working on. Like, this channel is not monetized for those people who know how YouTube works.
And I need to get a better camera.
Yes. Actually, yours is not bad, actually. Not too bad. No. You could fix that with lighting.
I've got 2 battery-powered lights going right
Yes.
now. I've got sheets in front of them because otherwise they're
It's like
the cheap diffusers. Yep. So what I'm thinking is one of the things that we're going to work for on this channel is possibly maybe set up a PayPal or something, and we are going to pick some of these crazy, ridiculous, hot challenges and different things, and we're going to try to raise money to get this channel. I think it costs like $200 or something like that. To buy a year's license to the Streamlab thing where we can have more people on the stream and logos and graphics and stuff like that. So we're going to try to crowdfund that because both Drew and I are hardworking folks and we don't have that flow at the moment.
Nope.
So we're going to maybe do some like levels. If we can reach a certain level, we will try a certain stupid thing. If we can reach another level, we'll try another stupid thing.
See, you know why I have Tesla money? I don't have any kids.
Yes, kids can be quite. Hey, Disney enthusiast. What's up, Morgan? You still have that graphic, huh?
Wow.
I'm sorry, Morgan. I can't. Every time I see it, it's like
man.
It's not you.
It's not you, it's me.
It's not you.
YouTube's chat is acting up because nothing is updated for me. And
okay, so YouTube's being stupid?
Yeah, I don't even see that comment.
Okay, well, she just came through on my old one and whatnot.
Well, I got to say, it worked pretty darn good tonight, though.
Yeah, we worked out pretty well. Everything seemed okay. We had a pretty smooth stream. Everybody was good.
I updated to live chat, and there's everything.
There we go. Yes, I have a new one coming. Yes. Okay, good. Thank you. Please. Because I can't. It's freaking me out.
Have you ever seen it's a show called 'Twas the Night Before Christmas? It's like an old cartoon where they have like mice.
Yes, Sally, we're going to look into Patreon also. That might be an option. But we're going to work on something to try to figure out a way to raise a little bit of cash for this channel so that we can get it to do some cool things with it. But that's coming. And I think we're going to link that to some hot challenges, which at least you're getting something for your money. You know, you get to torture us if we can reach certain levels. So I think it'll be fun. And we'll probably still try hot stuff anyway, even without that. But
yes, we will.
It's not a great sales pitch to get you to donate, but you know.
I mean, look what we did tonight. I mean, come on.
Yeah, right.
That wasn't the smartest thing.
No.
You're gonna keep eating
I've never been accused of being the smartest person.
Oh, me neither.
But
absolutely.
I want to say thank you. He's not here at the moment, but thank you for Peter for coming on. That was really cool. We appreciate that. Thank you to Andy for coming on.
Yeah, man.
That was awesome. We will have you on again for another challenge. And I still want to talk to you more.
I mean, I'm gonna watch anyways. You know what?
Can I show you something?
Yes.
Okay. Speaking of Disney enthusiasts, I knew I had seen it before. This is a cartoon called "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." Seriously, no. But is that not? That looks like
That is very, very similar.
It's nightmare fuel.
Yeah, right there.
right.
Right there. That's it right there.
Sorry,
That's it.
I just had to do that.
Oh my god! So we've gone 2 hours and 40 minutes. This has been a long one, folks. No, you're never gonna live. You're
That's
never
like
gonna
we met
love
a
it.
new guy.
You're never gonna love it down or live it down, Morgan. Never.
That's right.
Never.
That's right. And Disney Stranger knew what I was talking about.
Yes. So I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Andy for coming. I want to thank Peter. Drew. It's awesome. Great night again.
Absolutely, man.
A little bit less tangenty, but I think it ran smooth. We had a couple tangents, but it was fun. So just so you guys know, there is only one way to live.
In the moment, and Dad does not do outros. So
that's it. Have a good night, folks. Thank you so much.